And we will cross over live to Todd and his team down at the football. Crossing over, guys.
This broadcast of BFL Game Day is proudly sponsored by Western Screens, Blinds and Awnings, 35A Griffith Street, Bacchus Marsh. Phone 5370 1478.
Very good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to Darley Park for Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. It's the 5th place Devils hosting the 6th place North Ballarat. Of course, at their earlier meeting in round 11, North Ballarat too strong defeated Darley by 69 points. But 5 changes for each side from that first meeting. And, of course, the Devils buoyed by the returns of Matthew Brett, Dylan Lant and Blake Colley from that first meet. Darren Leonard's a late withdrawal, so the Devils will be sort of find themselves one down back. And Jet Fuller comes in to the side. No fridge this afternoon, no appliance at all next to me. But stick with us right throughout the afternoon as we say a big cheerio going out to Peter Leonard, former Darley president, who's in Katherine at the moment. I speak of the town, and he'll be tuning in via the visions of the Clutch app this afternoon. And we welcome those pictures via the Clutch app. And stick with us. We'll bring you all the audio right throughout the afternoon in a highly anticipated round 18 clash. It's the Devils hosting North Ballarat. Just taking a closer look at both sides offensively. Well, Darley have kicked 3 more points than North Ballarat for the whole season. So very little offensively. The Devils with a slight advantage, albeit the minor. They rank 3 in the competition, North 4, whilst in defence it's a bit of a different situation. North Ballarat with a clear advantage, comp rank 2, average concede 61 points a game. Darley ranks 6th, conceding 75. So a 14-point swing there to North Ballarat. So that's what the numbers suggest will be the result today. But, of course, North Ballarat, a far more formidable opponent at home. They've proven 6 of their 8 wins have come at Mars Stadium, whilst they're just 2 and 7 on the road. So still plenty to play out here. The Devils will give themselves a real chance. Of course, North Ballarat having lost 3 of their last 4. Darley winning 3 of their last 5, including that memorable win over East Point here when they were under the pump and asked to keep their finals hopes alive. And, of course, back that up prior to the bye with a win over crosstown rival Bacchus Marsh. So both sides are on the ground, overcast conditions. Just walking the ground earlier, it's in pretty good nick, given we've had some a bit of rain during the week. But there's a ground in the competition that holds up well. It's Darley Park. It's a good track, to use a racing vernacular, so no excuses. Not a great deal of breeze to speak of. I think there's been some more scoring going on at the golf club end, which is a bit of a strange event. It's normally going to the town end, the breeze, but I think today it's heading to the golf club. And, of course, in the earlier games, the under-19s, North Ballarat overcame a 20-point three-quarter time deficit to get it done by 20 with a 5-0 final term. The reserves, honours with North Ballarat, who prevailed by 49 points. So should be a fair, even contest going on ahead of proceedings this afternoon. Fine conditions for football, typical winter's day here at Darley Park. Other games going on around the region. We'll keep you updated with the scores. Melton host Lake Windaree. Redan at home to Melton South. Sunbury host Bacchus Marsh. Of course, a couple of laid outs for Sunbury. Josh Guthrie and, of course, Mitch Lewis not playing. So 2 of their VFL affiliates not playing today at the Clark Oval. But I think you'll find that Sunbury playing some good footy, having won 3 of their last 5. Whilst Bacchus Marsh having just won 1 from the same number. So it looks like Darley will kick to the tail end in this first quarter. We're not far off a start. A quick break and back with the opening bounce.
This broadcast of BFL Game Day is proudly sponsored by Western Screens, Blinds and Awnings, 35A Griffith Street, Bacchus Marsh. Phone 5370 1478.
This quarter is proudly sponsored by Anytime Fitness, 72 Bennett Street, Bacchus Marsh. Mention BFL Game Day on Apple 98.5 FM to receive 50% off your joining fee plus a free towel and water bottle.
Community radio made in Bacchus Marsh. Apple 98.5 FM.
Play just about underway here at Darley Park for Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. Big welcome to all the viewers via the Clutch app, the Vision of, and the audio via Apple 98.5 FM coming here this afternoon. The siren sounds. Darley kicking to the town end. North Ballarat to the goal end, 5th v 6th, and let's see how it goes. McCallum won that first tab, it went defensive side. Sweeping on the football was Land. Got an important role to play today. Hand pass got it to Tanner, who just basically missed his foot really in an awkward start for the big fella. So too Joel Cadman, couldn't get boot to ball. Baker with an early touch, fired out the hand pass to Page, who went forward. Rodder had two to beat, brought the ball to ground, knocked it out of the congestion. Hot footy on in earnest, whistle imminent, there'll be a ball up. About 20 metres out from the Darley goal. So an encouraging start in the opening minute here. There's the ball up. Tap won by McCallum, shark by Polkinghorn. High up and under kick beyond half back. Penetrating one of that went with the breeze. Spawning each other there was Cousins and Angwin, but the ball spewed out the back and fell into the hands of Duncan Cadman, who went wide to Cousins on the spread. He'll want to get back onto his preferred left. Lowers the eyes. Umpire's picked out a free kick here. I think it's going to go the way of North Ballarat. Not sure what happened there, but nonetheless, members side centre wing for North Ballarat. Told to go long, was quick, inside 50. Players set themselves. Chatfield on the back couldn't take the mark. Look out, here comes Riding. Went the soccer. Couldn't keep it in, rolled over the line for a boundary throw-in. Adjacent to the behind post. First forward entry for North Ballarat. Of course, Jamie Quick, the number 4, and Jack Riding at number 16, both with 34 goals apiece this year. Boundary throw-in. North Ballarat into attack. Tap one by Tanner. Ball at ground level. Shark by Toos. Went by hand. They combine to McCartan. That's an excellent tackle. Umpire called play on. Chance here for Duncan Cabin, who goes short, and the kick's okay. On half back here, the Devils through as the party goes along the line, and the outstretched hands evade all over the line for a boundary throw-in. So no score as yet. True centre wing members side of the ground. Darley kick to the town end in this opening term. Centre wing, boundary throwing. Tanner's in for a long day against the size and the might of McCallum, who's been dominant, averaging 60 plus hit-outs a game, if you don't mind. There's the ball up. Call that one even. Chance here for Riding. He's tackled. Slung to the ground. Umpire let it go. Ball spills free. Chance for Azapati, who went by hand to Young. Got it over towards Land, who want to get onto the left boot. Got around the would-be tackler. Took a bounce. Ran to 60. Went long to an open forward line. Chance here for Van Leith, but the swoopers are on through Loader, who got it over towards Hobbs. Got to be quick. Got it to Nash. He's under pressure. Quick hand pass. Ball at ground level. Not out of trouble yet. North Ballarat. Ball at ground level. Spiteri over the football. How will the umpire adjudicate? He'll say there'll be a reset and the ball up 25 metres out from the Darley goal. So Lance the one for me. If he can get off the hook, with the likes of Bewley and Baker in the middle. Because, of course, ball spills out to Cadman out of the congestion. Rodder went the ball. Who's at ground level? Jack Bewley's one of those. Couldn't gather. Numbers prevail for North Ballarat through Loader. Right foot tick to half back and a nice mark over the top taken there by Lahure. On half forward for the Devils, had Bewley short, ignored that, went long to the Rodder direction, sets himself in front, ball went to ground, it's all North Ballarat. Fletcher Lona gathers, right foot kick though, had more time than he thought, let himself down with a turnover kick to Matthew Brett, who switches play to Cousins on half back. Goes further towards member side centre wing. Page back into the side today after a holiday overseas, if you don't mind. Goes short and finds Cadman. So he'll weigh up the options and go short, and the kick's okay to Young, who takes the mark in front of Arts, just inside the boundary line, 70 metres out from goal. Crowd building here at Darley Park. Young goes forward, right on the target, Hobbs in front, good spoil on the ball. Ball spills out, chance here for the Devils. Joel Cadman across the body, got it! Just to start the Devils we're after. Joel Cadman with the opening goal of the match here at Darley Park. Early minutes opening term here. Darley 1 goal straight 6 lead North Ballarat no score. So a bit of forward craft there from Joel Cadman. Gets his first. Of course, Darren Leonard a late withdrawal. We just get that... that's just so I can see the time there. 4 minutes gone, opening term. Bit of a smorgasbord up here in the box. Ball up, tap one by McCallum. Left foot clearance was good there from Tanner. Got it towards Cadman, who knocked it over towards Baker. Got it towards Azapati. Loves a goal. Decided to go by hand to Laird. Open shot on goal. Got it. 2 in a minute for the Devils. Encouraging start on their home deck. Just great awareness there from Joel Cadman not to grab the footy, rather hit it to the advantage. And promising start. As a party with new boots today, he's normally not going the bright red or the bright green and the blues, but today he's gone the white. So the 2 goals in this opening term, 5 minutes gone. Joel Cadman with a goal assist and a goal. Dylan Lant the other. Ball at ground level. Bewley ridden into the ground. Umpire called play on. 50-50 ball. Tanner, the big fella over it. Joel Cadman, who should be buoyed by his start, is wrestled away from the football by McCallum, who just grabbed it and hacked it forward. Presents towards Chatfield. Got a terrible bounce. Need to be clean here, Devils. They're happy to see it over the line for a boundary throwing. Good work by Matthew Brett. And there'll be a throw-in, of course, the reigning Devils best and fairest of 2021. Boundary throw-in, North Ballarat into attack. Darley 2 goals, North Ballarat no score. There's the throw-in. Neither ruckman could get to that shallow throw-in. Allows a swarm of players, bees to a honeypot. Reset 15 metres out from the North Ballarat goal. They kick to the golf club end in this opening term. They're deep into attack. There's the ball up. Swarm of players. The ball just gets shot out of nowhere. It wasn't a bad effort. It's off to the right for a minor score. Thank God for a miss. If that had made the highlights real, it was difficult to pick up that player. So it'll be Brett Bewley to bring the ball back into play. North with their first score of the term. So Bewley, beautiful execution of that kick in from defence. It was just too good for Page, who spilt the mark before the ball rolled over the line for a boundary throw-in. Half-back for the Devils. Members side, broadcast side. Throw-in. McCallum. Well, vision side there on that side. We're on this side. Bit of a combo going on. Here's a chance for North Ballarat through Polkinghorn. He goes by hand to the dangerous riding. Has a shot on goal. Misses off to the left for a minor score. So a let off there for the Devils. Dangerous when he gets ball in hand inside 50. Jack Riding. Been terrific for the most part of the year. 34 goals. Was again influential at their earlier meet, these two sides. Had in round 11. But nearly every North Ballarat player had influence in that 69-point win. Ball comes back into play. Duff kick from Cousins. Wasn't one of his best. Might have collected a bit of ground there as the ball just shanked along the ground before it made its way off the shins and over the line for a boundary throw-in. About 50 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. Darley lead by 10 points. Boundary throw-in. McCallum won that tap. Sharked the ball forward and playing in front there was Jamie Quick, who's taken a nice mark and will go back and have a shot on goal directly in front. Dangerous play, this man too. So his first real genuine attempt on goal. Jack Riding with a shot earlier. As these two, Quick and Riding, are going to pose some dangerous options forward, and he gets his first quick of the afternoon. North Ballarat get there first, and a steadying one at that. And they're back within 4 points. Darley a 2 straight 12. North Ballarat 1 goal to 8. So Quick has his first of the afternoon. Quick score check from around the grounds. Melton 6, lead Lake Winterreed no score. Sunbury 20 off to a flyer. Bacchus Marsh 1. We're live from Darley Park here this afternoon. It's the Devils who lead by 4 points. We've been playing near 9 minutes in this opening term. Ball up in the middle of the ground. Tap won by McCallum was as good as a kick. Got it to half forward. Coming off half back there was Young. Couldn't get it. Lant did though. Went by hand to Cousins, who went by the left boot. That was an excellent vision. Found Blake Colley on centre wing. Laconically on the left finds Jack Bewley. Got options inside, outside. Players presenting. Just doesn't know which one to go to in the end, but chips it over the top to Colley. That was good vision. Went to go to Bewley, but he would have been caught on his right side. Probably not a bad option to ignore there in the end there, Colley, but he lowers the kick and gets to Jet Fuller. Clean bowled him on the bounce. But his follow-up work was good there, the youngster. Intercepted the hand pass of Nash. It fell into the hands of Hobbs. Bishop's pressure was good. Tackle there was Bewley, got ball to boot. Can Gardner keep it in? No, he can't. Umpire says, I'll have it, I'll throw it back in. 40 metres around from the Darley goal. So a good start to this match of the round. Here it's Darley who lead by 4 points. Boundary throw in. Fuller in front, won the tap, searching there towards Bishop. Polkinghorn gets dispossessed. Nash dropped the footy. Umpire let it go. Sharked out there towards McCallum. By the left foot they negotiate. Out of bounds on the full. So Leonard with that errant kick. I speak of Brock, no Darren Leonard today. So Lahure can go back to Brett, and that kick's okay. Got Cousins again, lateral if he wants. And he'll go to that option. Now he can run Cousins if he likes, or even just go back to Brett. He'll do that. So just chipping it around, hanging on to the footy. Couple of uncontested marks for the Devils as Brett goes inside 50. Right on the target, 3 to beat. At the back, Fuller's taken a mark, the youngster. Just read it well in the air, just didn't even really have to jump in the end as Rodder ran under the footy and took a couple of opponents with him and was waiting at the back. Rover-esque was Fuller. He'll have a shot on goal. So he'll kick from about 30 on. Won't raise the voice too much. I'll probably put him off. So Fuller on the left goes across the face. It's bending back, but it's just off to the right for a minor score. So Darley extend. 2-1-13, they lead Ballarat 1 goal, 2-8. 11 and a half minutes gone in this opening term. Nash brings the ball back into play. Bewley. Perks was right with him. Ball fell in the hands of Lahure. Got it to Cousins, who went looking towards Rodder. Good use of the body there by Hobbs to keep it in play. Carey got it over to Loverson, who got it to Riding through traffic. Got it to Wilson, went to the boys that missed a chance here for Gardner. Lowered the eyes, kick went over Tanner, who pushed forward. Just was let down by the kick there. Tanner presented well as Leonard will get the exit kick. Was a poor one at that. There's an opportunity here for the Devils to rebound through as a party. Who got it to Page, who got it to Tanner. Quick hands. Bacon did the mopping up. He found Young and steadied the ship with a short kick. An uncontested mark taken there by Page. Centre wing, members side of the ground. So he'll go short to Young, who pushed forward and presents. Takes an uncontested mark right in front of the Darley faithful. It's the Devils who lead by 5 points. Near 12 minutes gone. Right foot kick from Young. Inside 50. Umpires picked out a free kick here. It's going to go Darley's way for over the shoulder. And that's a good reach to get Tanner over the shoulder, I tell you. So it must have been against the opposing ruckman there in McCallum. So Tanner with ball in hand. An unlikely source of goal, but has kicked 3 or 4 this year. So Tanner with ball in hand from 35 metres out. We'll get towards the teeth of goal. Gardner flies. He's got it, the youngster. Terrific mark. So the 17-year-old, Mitch Gardner, only played a handful of games. Read that well off the boot. He's on the toughest of angles, and it'd actually favour a left footer. He's actually a right footer, but he's going to try at the banana kick. How does he go? He's missed to the near side, so a let-off there for North Ballarat. 2-2-14 Darley. Lead North Ballarat 1 goal, 2-8. Melton 14, lead Lake Windermere, no score. Sunbury 28, lead Bacchus Marsh 1. And we'll keep you updated with Sebastopol and Ballarat as they come to hand. I've got a contact up there, so while they're not updating the website, I'll get that score to you as Nash, normally good by foot, brings the ball back into play. Finds Perks, who goes short to Spears. Often plays well against the Devils, Spears. He's had a quiet start by his standards. Right foot kick into the middle of the ground. Pressure good on the footy. Chance here for Wilson. Couldn't gather. Bewley wanted the free, not given. Bishop dispossessed. Chance here for Perks, who was clean. He got it to Quick. He took on the tackler, holding the ball. It's good pressure there from Spiteri. Back into the side today. Right foot kicks okay. Finds Young. 45 metres out from goal. Lowers the eyes. Goes in the roller. Couldn't take the mark. Shark well there by Cadman. Tackle. Take it to the ground. Whistle imminent. Oh my God, he's played holding the ball. Not sure he had a great... got a lot of pride there.
He's not there. No free kick.
So Nick Rodder on the ground. He's back to his feet though, thankfully. And it will be Loader with the right foot kick to Spears, who takes the mark. Closely checked. So just bereft of options, goes in the middle of the ground. Chance here for the Devils for a turnover. They couldn't gather the footy. Quick was clean though. Got it to Perks. Right foot tumbling kick to half forward. Out comes Chatfield. Couldn't gather. Devils have got numbers through Brett, who fires the hand pass over to Bewley. Went further afield to Young, who's been covering ground early. High right foot kick towards centre wing. Off the hands of Gardner and Perks at the spoil. Over the line for a boundary throw in. True centre wing members side here at Darley Park. They're 2-2-14, the Devils. They lead North Ballarat 1-2-8. Been playing the best part of 16 minutes opening term. Throw in. Just grabbed out of the ruck, and hand pass was good to Polkney, who went forward. Chatfield presented. Come out and took a beauty. Really cleaned up quick in the meantime. So it'll be Josh Chatfield who will go back and have a shot on goal. And he'll kick from about 40 metres out. Dangerous player. He'll go back and shoot here. Has 10 goals from his 5 games with North Ballarat this year. Of course, spending most of his time at Footscray VFL. So his first real opportunity. Shot on goal. Leans back on the kick, and it's a let off here for Darley. Off to the left for a minor score. So Chatfield and Riding with a behind each, and Jamie Quick, the trio of dangerous options forward for North Ballarat, has their goal. Darley at 2-2-14. North Ballarat 1-3-9. And an arm wrestle of sorts here. Melton South 12 lead Redan 9. Ball comes back into play. Cousins penetrating left foot kick towards members side centre wing. Mark claimed but not paid. Ball at ground level was the right decision. And there'll be a ball up on the defensive side of centre wing members side for Darley. Joel Cadman and Dylan Lant with the goals for the Devils. Jamie Quick for North Ballarat. There's the ball up. Opportunity here for Loader, who couldn't gather. Hot footy. 50-50 ball in dispute. The umpire will come in and request some separation and a ball up. Right in front of our man who's bringing you all the pictures this afternoon via the clutch app. There's the ball up. Tap one by Loverson. Ball at ground level. And there'll be a repeat stoppage. So Darley with the opening 2 goals of the game, and it's really squared up since. And it's Darley who lead by 5 points. Tap one by Tanner. Chance for Joel Cadman. Could have been held without the umpire called play on. Excellent tackling pressure there from Lant. But Loader was up to the task though. Shrugged the would-be tackler. High up and under kick. 50-50 ball. Good contest both sides. Ball at ground level. Chance here for North Ballarat through Spears, who was Toos, in fact, who fired the hand pass out to Loader. His kick was smothered. They're a mile away from us from the broadcast position here on the outer side. And the umpire does us all a favour and will affect the ball up. So, attacking side of centre wing members, side of the ground for North Ballarat in this opening term. They kick to the Bacchus Marsh Golf Club end. There's the ball up. Tap again, one by Loverson. 50-50 ball finally gets spat out the back. Who's got the clean hands? Well, it was Spears who got plenty of it. The soccer got it towards the attacking 50. For the umpire said, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up 50 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. Ball up. So Chatfield to contest the ruck, won by Tanner. Got it to Matthew Brett, who just hacked it out of the air. And only as far as McCallum, who played on by hand to Wilson. Left foot kick was poor and been cut off by Lahure, who went inboard by hand to Spiteri. His kick was smothered. How's the second ever? Got it to Lant, who measured the hand pass back towards Bewley. Lowered the eyes. Kick was good and found Joel Cadman. Played on. Went short with the right boot. Found Bishop. Went inboard to Spiteri. How's the kick? Got it to Collie on the half volley. Wasn't the best kick. Put him under the pump. Needed to be cleaner below the knees. Ball at ground level. How will the umpire adjudicate? He says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up. True centre half forward for the Devils here. And they cling to a narrow 5-point lead here at Darley Park. They're 2-2-14. North Ballarat 1-3-9. There's the ball up. Brock led it with the clearance. Left foot kick. Went about 60, 70 metres. Foot race on in earnest here. Matthew Brett with the knock over the back there to deny Chatfield ball to advantage. Ball at ground level. Cousins keeps it in before he's bailed up. And the ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw in 50 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. Nelson South 12, lead Redan 9. Nelson 14, lead Lake Windaree, no score. Boundary throw-in. Tap one by, well, we'll give that one to Tanner, who got it to Land. High up and under kick to member side centre wing. Gardner in front, took a nice mark, the youngster. Promising future, this kid, just 17 years of age, plays on. And the kick is just almost had a bit too much on it, but the side seven gather was good from Lahure, went forward. Nice mark taken there by to Bromley Lynch, who played on, and that's a terrific grab there from Van Leith, another under-19 player there for the Devils. Took a nice overhead mark, showed plenty of courage. So he goes wide, looking there towards Page, who couldn't take the mark. Cadman did the Sharky, got it back to Page, who was carried over the boundary line there by Riley Polkinghorn, and there'll be a boundary throw-in on half-forward members' side of the ground for Darley. Devils lead by 5 points. Boundary throw-in. Flat one at that. McCallum in front. Won it. Ball at ground level. McCartan bailed up there by Baker. Bewley, in fact, was it? And there'll be a ball up. Yep, Bewley. On half forward. So Darley with the opening 2 goals. Then the North Ballarat response. And it's been a stalemate of sorts since as they gain the clearance. North Ballarat towards the middle of the ground. Umpires picked out a free kick for over the shoulder. It's going to go the Devils' way. And the recipient will be Brodie Ward. So Ward with ball in hand. No Mitch Ward today. Suffering the effects of a knee. So he goes short to Angwin. Barely went to 15. Umpire called play on. There's a beautiful kick there from Angwin. Measured it beautifully and found Bewley. So he went one way, now he's under the pump. Bewley just laconically sends the ball forward to a 3-on-1. Going the punch there was Bromley Lynch. Fuller at ground level. Chance here for the youngster. Fires it out to Gardner. He was dispossessed. Ball at ground level. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up 30 metres out from the Darley goal. So a stalemate of sorts for the last 8 or 9 minutes. 22 minutes gone. Opening term, Darley lead by 5 points. Ball up. McCallum. And Tanner. McCallum grabbed it out of the ruck, just tapped it down to Wilson, who got it towards Riley Polkinghorn. Loader was dispossessed, thrown by Van Leith, who was forced to fire the hand pass out, hopeful rather than anything else. Was carried over the line by Bromley Lynch for a boundary throw-in. A few metres gained there for the Devils. Now just 15 metres out from their goal. So there's the throw-in. McCallum in front, won that tap, landed ground level, tapped it to the advantage of Van Leith. Needs to be clean. Hands were okay as a party. Hot footy. Got it to Land. Needs to be quick. Onto the right boot. Sends it forward. Ground ball opportunity here for North Ballarat through Loader. But Fuller did well to ensure it went over the line for a boundary throw-in. Kept the ball inside the Devils forward 50. So the youngster Fuller with a shot on goal earlier in the term. And a couple of other young Devils featuring early. Boundary throw-in. McCallum favours him. Dropped it to his feet. Chance here for Polkinghorn. He threw it onto the boot only as far as Bewley. Kicked the ball across the body. Strong mark taken in the goal square there by McCartan in front of Collie. So he'll go short. Kick's okay. It was Hobbs, in fact. And the kick goes to Wilson. He goes onto that left foot. Sends it forward. Coming in from the side. There was Wood. He couldn't take the mark. Polkinghorn was strong. And Duncan Cadman was penalised for over the shoulder. Free kick to the North Ballarat mid. Could have given it to Riding there. Would have been onto his preferred left and on his way. but he elects to go along the line. Luray needs the spoil. Missed the footy, but no mark taken. Look, there's riding. Look at that, covering the ground. Forced to go by hand. Got it to Perks, who went forward. And Matthew Brett sets himself, dropped what he should have taken on quick. But they've got numbers here, the Devils, as Brett knocks it to Angwin, who gave it back to Brett. And gave by hand to over towards Bailey Young. It's one of my spraying tee-offs on a Sunday afternoon there for Bailey Young. Even that went out of bounds. One bounce over the line. Boundary throw in. Defensive side of centre wing members' side for Darley. They lead by 5 points. They're 2-2-14. North Ballarat 1-3-9. Been playing 24 and a half minutes opening term. Throw in just grabbed out of the ruck by McCallum. That's nearly holding the ball, but managed to get hand. 2 ball through traffic. Baker. Umpires picked out a free kick here. And it's going to go against McCallum. And it's going to go to the big fella Tanner, who's been combative early. That's all you can ask against McCallum. Bailey Young being good on that members' side wing today. So he can go short to Angwin. We can mark on the chest. They go backwards to Brett. So this will be a test on how the Devils can spread here as a party can present here as he elects to go by hand over to Luray, who went short and wide to Duncan Cadman. Squaring ball. So a lot of possession here for not much metres gained here, but they're just trying to get some separation on North Ballarat. Brodie Ward went by hand. Over towards Angwin. Lopes onto that left boot. We've got a 2-on-2. Deep at the top of the goal square. Fuller couldn't take the mark. Loader was strong. The umpire's going to pay that. So no Rodder on the ground at the moment. Not sure how he's going, the big fella, after that heavy knock. So they'll negotiate through Hobbs. Good corralling there by the Devils. Kick put Perks under the pump. Chance here for Bewley, who just knocked at the advantage of Page, who was tackled, ridden into the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up 50 metres out from the Darley goal. Darley 14, lead North Ballarat 9. Tap. We'll give that one to Tanner. 50-50 ball here. Bewley fired it out to brother Jack, who got onto his right boot and went wide to Joel Cadman. So Joel Cadman with ball in hand. How long to go in this turn? 1 minute 20 remains, so still plenty of time for either side to score. So Cadman from just inside the boundary line. Follow the target. No Rodder forward at the moment. Ball at ground level. They need some forward craft, the Devils, in the absence of Rodder, as the clearing kick gets towards Tooson, a 1-on-1. Luray did well. Ball's between his legs. He's not sure where it is, but the tap came out looking there towards Collie. Tackle was okay on Loader. But he was forced to go by hand and found the boundary line some 51 metres away from the Darley goal. So a minute left in this opening term. Darley 14, North Ballarat 9. No goals for about 15 minutes. There's the throw in, shallow one. Favoured McCallum, who went looking towards Toos. Bewley onto the left. Squaring kick. They got numbers back here, North Ballarat. Hobbs will go back and take an uncontested mark and ran away and went by hand to Spears. He was up for the challenge. Drew the man and got it over to McCartan, who took a bounce on half back. Now forced to stop and prop. He's nearly gone. But went by hand and found Spears, who did well to keep running. Awkward kick. Umpires picked out a free kick here. It's going to go down the ground against the Devils. And it'll be Chatfield to take the resultant kick. Squaring kick. Ball at ground level. Chance here for Fletcher. Loader Howell and Sid for him. Toos needed to be cleaner. Finally gathered. Fired it out to Polkinghorn. Got around the would-be tackler onto the right boot. Shot on goal. He's put it through. Just out of the quarter time siren. North Ballarat get their second. Riley Polkinghorn. 2-3-15. North Ballarat lead Darley 2-2-14. Seconds left opening term. 12 seconds in fact. Let's go around the grounds. Melton 14, lead Lake Winteree, no score. Redan 9, trail Melton South 12. Sunbury 27, Bacchus Marsh 1. Overcast conditions look to prevail throughout this afternoon here at Darley Park. North Ballarat with the last 2 goals of the game. 10 seconds left. Ball at ground level. Good work there by Loader. Could have been held without at the end. The umpire let it go and land over the footy. Tackled, but... siren sounds for a very even opening quarter. No Rodder on the ground. There obviously be a little assessment on how he was when he went to ground. He was a little ginger getting to his feet. So no rod of forward, so no bang for buck for forward 50 entries for Darley in the second half of that opening term. They're 2-2-14. They trail North Ballarat 2-3-15. The goal scorers for Darley, they got the first two of the game through, and they got them within a minute, actually. The fourth and fifth minute of that opening term. Joel Cadman and Dylan Land a goal apiece. Whilst for North Ballarat, Jamie Quick and Riley Polkinghorn. So that's the state of affairs at the moment here in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. It's North Ballarat 2-3-15, leading Darley 2-2-14. A break and back with the second quarter action in around 5 minutes' time.
That quarter was proudly sponsored by Anytime Fitness, 72 Bennett Street, Bacchus Marsh. Mention BFL Game Day on Apple 98.5 FM to receive 50% off your joining fee, plus a free towel and water bottle.
This broadcast of BFL Game Day is proudly sponsored by Western Screens, Blinds and Awnings, 35A Griffith Street, Bacchus Marsh. Phone 5370-1478.
Jeff Jones Plants and Produce for all your fresh fruit and veggies. All summer produce available. Stone fruit, mangoes, apricots, nectarines, plums, and of course, the magnificent strawberries and cherries. All year round they have seedlings, potting mix and manure. Come and meet their friendly staff and savour the fresh fruit and vegetables. Jeff Jones Plants and Produce, 388 the Avenue of Honour in Bacchus Marsh, a proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Are you wondering? Facebook is that American book online. Pocketbook is that Australian book online, and it's also printed. See pocketbooks.com.au or Google PBEZY. That's PB Easy. Or just read your delivered printed pocketbook. That's Pocketbooks, your local hub. Phone and street directory and tourist guide. Pocketbook, your local phone and street directory. Proud sponsors of Apple 98.5 FM.
Have you got a smashed windscreen or stone chip you need to replace or repair? Call us at the Windscreen Man and we can have you safely back on the road in no time. We specialise in front, rear and side glass on all types of cars, vans, utes, trucks and machinery. Call us now on 0414633343. The Windscreen Man, proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Hey all, it's Sticks, throwing out a call to all you members of the Metal Militia out there to come and join me in raising some hell with the new Metal for the Masses heavy metal show. A solid 2 hours of hardcore insanity to bang those heads and raise those devil horns every Thursday night from 8 till 10 p.m. right here on Apple 98.5 FM.
Greedy Grub, 2 Albert Street, Darley. Phone 53672888. Are you out on the road feeling like something to eat? Greedy Grub is here to satisfy your hunger. We are open from 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. Greedy Grub, a proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM Community Radio.
Western Region Waste and Recycling Centre, your one-stop waste and recycling spot. Open weekdays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. and weekends 9 till 3. Located at 8 Rosalie Station Road, Mattingley, they are fully undercover and have competitive prices. And green waste half price. Each month they give away $1,000 to one lucky customer. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Stockdale and Lego means real estate because your success is our business. Take a look at our station sponsor website, www.stockdaleandlego.com/Bacchus Marsh, and like our Facebook page to keep up to date with new listings, open for inspections and rental availabilities. Stockdale and Lego, we are here for you. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Studies show smiling is directly linked to confidence. A healthy and beautiful smile boosts self-esteem and allows us to live with confidence. Bacchus Marsh Dental House. We will make you smile with our comprehensive care and a range of finance options that fits your lifestyle. We offer a variety of services including dental implants, orthodontic, Invisalign and children's dentistry.
52 Gisborne Road, phone 53152 777. Sponsors of this station.
Welcome back to According Darley Park Wednesday. Quarter time here in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. It's the 2021 Minor Premiers North Ballarat. 2-3-15 Hulu Darley 2-2-14. Darley kicked the opening 2 goals of the game in the 4th and 5th minute of that term before North Ballarat steadied to hit the front. 12 seconds to go on the clock ahead of the quarter time siren. The goal scorers, Joel Cadman and Dylan Land, have 1 apiece, whilst for North Ballarat, Jamie Quick and Riley Polkinghorn 1 apiece. So anybody's game. Even spread of possession across the ground. Rodder off, copped the heavy knock, but reports are he's okay. But the Devils not getting bang for buck forward with their entries in the absence of Rodder. So it'll be interesting to see how that prevails. Of course, no Darren Leonard, no Mitch Ward coming out of the selected sides with hampered injury acquired during the week. So Brodie Ward taking Mitch's place, and Jet Fuller into the side, who's presented well in that opening term. Had a shot on goal, but couldn't convert. Let's go round the grounds at quarter time. Ballarat 13 lead Sebastopol 11. Redan 31 lead Melton South 15. Melton 27 lead Lake Windermere 2. And Sunbury 27 lead Bacchus Marsh 1. So the 2 big games today, Darley and North Ballarat, just 1 point separates the 2 at the first change, whilst 2 points separate Ballarat and Sebastopol at C.E. Brown Reserve. So we'll keep an eye on that. Of course, Darley, if they can win today, will move into 4th place and take on East Point next week, whilst the North Ballarat, if they win, they'll move into 5th and meet East Point also. And the Devils, in the event of a loss, will play the loser of Sebastopol and Ballarat. So it's a bit of a mouthful, but it'll all be concrete come 5 p.m. this afternoon. Anyone's game. The Devils kicking to the golf club end. Of course, the best Devils player today will win themselves a trip out to the golf club. 2 people, including a golf cart. Big thank you to our ongoing sponsors, the Bacchus Marsh Golf Club. Big thank you to all our listeners for tuning in this afternoon ahead of the action. Of course, I've 1 out today. No appliance next to me. He's over at Sunbury watching the Cobras, who trail by 26 at quarter time. So Rodder back on the ground, deep forward. Encouraging signs for the Devils. A low-scoring arm wrestle here. North Ballarat, though, will be happy with the 2 goals to finish that opening term. There's the ball up to get played away. McCallum Tanner, call that even. Tanner winning the clearance, though. Hurry the left foot, kick to half forward. Nearly an over the shoulder there on Azapati. Umpires found that. Oh, no, he got the second one. It'll go to Nash. Work that out. So he goes forward towards Spears. Had to gather on the half volley. Pressure was okay from Azapati. Kick. Spoil there on Baker was good from Polkinghorn, who went to Grant Van Leith, gathered through traffic, needs to be quick, put Young under the pump, dropped it like a hot spud, umpire let it go, fine hand by Polkinghorn to the dangerous riding, he got onto his left boot, ran to 50 off the bounce, lowered the eyes, went forward and found Quick on the lead, who took a nose mark in front of Angwin. Very much an informed forward of the competition. He kicked 35 goals this season. Of course, kicked 6 last week in that one-sided hit out against Melton South, when they won by some 24 goals, if you don't mind. So it'll be Jamie Quick from 30 metres out. Slight angle. Kick goes across the face. Yep, just the moan of Quick on that execution through for a minor score. So a let-off there for Darley. North Ballarat extend to a 2-point advantage. So Bewley lopes away and goes members side with a penetrating left foot kick. Cadman sets himself. Rodder's pushed up the ground. It came off his hands. Got it over towards Spiteri, who got it to Fuller on that left foot. Van Leith thinks a favourable bounce. Will it set up for the youngster? It just kept rolling and rolling. Nearly found its way out of bounds. Second effort was okay. Pot shot on goal from the youngster. He might have got it. He has. Van Leith somehow just kept the ball into play. The ball just wouldn't sit up for the youngster. But reward for her effort, getting back to his feet and finishing off and getting the Devils 3rd of the afternoon. And as a result, they're back in front here at the Devils' Den early on in this second quarter. Darley are now 3-2-20. They lead North Ballarat 2-4-16. So a few of the youngsters having an influence for the Devils today. It hasn't all been the lefties in the middle. I speak of Bewley, Lant and Baker. They've had an even spread of contribution, which is good. And Rodder bringing that ball to ground and just that sharking ability of Lee Spiteri, the cleanliness to start that transition. And away they went, the Devils. Van Leith, despite the efforts of Nash, was able to get the job done. Back in the middle of the ground here. So Van Leith joins Cadman. Speak of Joel and Dylan Ant, the goal scorers for the Devils. Help without it there was Spears, maybe. Baker knocked it to the advantage of Cadman. Just went behind him in the end. An opportunity here for Nash, who was under the pump, forced to go by hand. Ball spits out the back. Oh, running into a brick wall. Good defence there from the Devils forwards. And that was Spiteri forcing that tackle on Bromley Lynch to deny North Ballarat an exit. So there's the ball up on half forward. McCallum presents the ball drop. Baker ridden into the ground. Umpire let it go. Ball spills out Darley's side, goal side. Well, the ball goes to ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up 45 metres out from the Darley goal. So they won't go away, North Ballarat. Their pressure is always terrific. A trademark of Brendan McCartney's coaching. There's the tap one by McCallum. Be a free kick against the Devils there. They were lucky to get away with it. Ball spills free here. Opportunity for Hobbs. Oh, just got stolen by Laird. He put it onto the left boot. Pot shot at the goal. Went across the face. Missed everything. Out of bounds on the full. So Darley looking dangerous in these opening minutes of this second turn. The kick out of defence was okay and found Jenkins, who's got Wilson along the line. Was forced to go below the knees to get that. His left foot kick was good and found Loverson, who took a mark in front of Jack Bewley. So Loverson on defensive side of centre wing goes short enough and found Riding just inside the boundary line. Defensive side of centre wing out of the side of the ground. He'll go short and back to Wilson. So that's good corralling from the Devils to deny North Ballarat to go forward. So Wilson opts to go down the line. Polkinghorn sets himself in front. Ball at the back from Lahoure. Just interfered with Polkinghorn there. And the accumulator, the mid of North Ballarat, has ball in hand, goes short to Leonard. Good clearance play, this Brock Leonard. So he goes towards Quick. Reads the ball under the footy. Punched away there by Cadman, only as far as Riding. Hurried left foot kick only as far as Bewley, who went searching there towards Land. Hand pass interfered with by McCallum, who went forward. Brett sets himself and took a nice overhead mark. Outpointing Chatfield on that occasion. His hand pass was searching to, as a party, put him under the pump. Forced to go back to Brett, who got it to Cousins. Left foot kick towards out of member side centre wing, and Baker took a mark. Got Rodder short if he wants him. Weighs up the options as the players present. And he goes looking towards Cadman, who took a marker. Speaking of Joel on half forward. Members side of the ground. Right foot kick inside 50. Players set themselves. It's a mark. They got it. The Devils, Jack Bewley, will go back and have a shot on goal from about 15 metres out directly in front. I hope it's Jack. It looks like him. Yep, got him. So Jack Bewley, another one of the Devils' up-and-comers, with an opportunity to have an influence in this second term of the goal. Set sail, got it. Jack Bewley kicks Darley's fourth goal of the afternoon, and as they did so in that first quarter, they've got 2 goals in the opening 10 minutes. And they've repeated the dose in the second term. The score now 4-2-26 Darley. Lead North Ballarat 2-4-16. 6 minutes gone in this second term here at Darley Park. So 6 individual goal kickers on the day, represented from both sides. Dylan Lant, Jack Bewley, Trey Van Leith, Joel Cadman, the goal scorers for the Devils. Jamie Quick, Riley Polkinghorn with a goal apiece for North Ballarat. So a loss today for North Ballarat will see them remain in 6th. And they will play the loser of Ballarat and Sebastopol today. A daunting prospect for one of those sides fighting out for second and third today, because the loser cops North Ballarat. I mean, there's just no easy games in highly anticipated final series. There's the ball up, tap one by McCallum. Searching, Through traffic there was Leonard, just spat the ball forward only as far as Bewley. Got it to Baker, was forced to go by hand as he was tackled. McCartan went by hand, strength of Bewley. Got it to Baker, left foot kick, went in the direction of Rodder, got to him on the bounce before he ran out of space over the line for a boundary throw-in. Just threw the ball away there, Rodder, a bit disappointed that he wasn't able to get one on the full. Good to see them for the Devils, encouraging signs of the powerful midfield lefties combining there for another forward 50 entry. There's the boundary throw in. McCallum with strength protected the ball drop, but they're not out of trouble. Yeah, quick answer from Spiteri, got it over towards Gardner, who threw it on the boot. Might have been touched off the boot. Boundary umpire saying on the full, but it did look like from here it was touched, and it was, because you couldn't kick a ball that poorly. So obviously the trajectory of the ball was retarded by that touch. So there's the throw-in. Tap one by McCallum through traffic. Bishop couldn't gather. Need some clean hands here, these Devils forwards. Baker, he gathered, dispossessed. They're under the pump here, North Ballarat on the last line. How will the umpire adjudicate? Holding the ball. And the Devils will get a free kick here. Might be Baker with ball in hand, is it? And looks like Baker. He walks with the footy under the arm like that. I've got his mother here. He should be a better judge than I from 150 metres away. It's got to be Luther. Not a known goal kicker, Luther, but he would have kicked a few of these at training over the journey. Shot on goal. He's put it through, Baker. Picky's fallen over. Darley 5-2-32. Lead North Ballarat 2-4-16. So some separation of sorts for a game-high 16-point lead of the Devils. Luther Baker gets his first. So questions to be asked of North Ballarat and their response here. Just the 2 wins on the road in season 2022. 3 wins and 6 losses against top 6 opposition. 6 of their 8 wins, of course, coming at home at Mars Stadium. Back in the middle of the ground here. Ball up. Tanner contest. Loverson won the tap only as far as Lant. Hurried right for a kick to half. Forward the fly. Gardner couldn't take the mark. Colley and Gardner kept their feet. Colley took on the tackler. Went by hand. Bewley spent it before he got it. Chance here for Fuller across the body. The left footer off to the right for a minor score. But encouraging signs there for Fuller. Was a late inclusion in the absence, or the late withdrawal of Darren Leonard. He's had 2 shots on goal, the youngster, but 2 behinds. Darley lead by 17, 33 plays 16. Right foot kick out of defence, was penetrating. Tanner in front, couldn't take the mark. Shark there by Fuller, who got it towards Gardner. Terrible hair pass, but Gardner did the mopping up, got it to Bewley. Want to be quick. Oh, they're away here, North Ballarat. Just a poor combination of hands there from the Devils as Chatfield gathered. Right foot kick goes out in the riding direction. He's got it. Strong overhead in front of Young. And they just made a meal of that, the Devils, with ball in hand. So it'll be riding from 50. We'll have a shot. Lowers the eyes, though. Squaring foot, he got Polkinghorn. All on his own there. So that was poor checking from the Devils' defence. And or mids. So Polkinghorn, who kicked North Ballarat's last goal in the dying seconds of that opening term, has a chance to become the first multiple goal scorer of the afternoon. North Ballarat trail by 17 points. He'll kick from 40 metres. Gets plenty of it. It's all about the accuracy now. Touched on the goal line. Oh, quick out of nowhere. Got it. How's the umpire going to adjudicate this? We're not sure. So they're asking the Darley people to move away. And the boundary umpires are going to be called in. So it'd be nice if Clutch could have that on review, but I think it's a goal. Yep, Quick gets his second of the afternoon. North Ballarat get their third. They're 3-4-22. They trail Darley 5-3-33. So regardless of any protesting on that goal line, they'll be disappointed the ball just wasn't thumped through for a behind. So Jamie Quick has 2 goals, something out of nothing there with that opportunistic forward craft soccer out of mid-air. He has 2. Riley Polkinghorn 1. And the Devils have 5 individual goal kickers. Game on here at Darley Park. Overcast conditions. Not a great deal of breeze to speak of. It's the Devils who lead by 11 points. Ball up. Tap one by Tanner, who's goal side for the Devils. No one at this stage, but the ball gets sort of knocked to half forward. Gardner was strong. Quick hands, okay. Ball gets ushered forward. Collie running towards the footy, can gather on the left boot. Kick across the body, got it! What a response from the Devils. So Blake Collie becomes the Devils' 6th individual goal kicker of the afternoon. And a response, before you can say anyone fancy a pint, Darley 6-3-39, lead North Ballarat 3-4-22. We're back to a 17-point ball game. So Blake Collie joins Dylan Lant, Luther Baker, Jack Bewley, Joel Cadman and Trey Van Leith on the goal front for the Devils. Whilst North Ballarat, Jamie Quick has 2, Riley Polkinghorn 1. Quick score from around the ground. No real change in the scores. We'll get an update one for you, of course. Ballarat led Sebastopol by 2 points at quarter time. There's the ball up. Tap one by Tanner. We'll give that one to him, riding into the middle. So it was Loader who got the ball. Over towards Loverson, who went forward looking towards Carey, who rebounded the footy back to Loverson, who gathered and weighed up the options and went wide to Wilson, who did well in the end, not to gather that footy. Knocked it forward only as far as Page, who sent the kick towards half forward. The mark's been cut off there by Brumley Lynch. So Brumley Lynch with ball in hand. Next goal all important here. Riding, plays on, gives it back to Brumley Lynch. Right foot kick into the middle of the ground. Needs to be good here. 3 beat up, no one down. Foot race on in earnest here. Chance here for Chatfield with strength. Was sort of dispossessed as he went to ground. Spilling the hand pass over towards Loader. He got it to Perks. Over towards Toos. Through traffic. McCartan needs to be quick. Got the hand pass over towards Perks, who ran to 49. And the vision was good and found Toos, who got a little bit of separation and took an uncontested mark at the end. We'll go back with a chance for a shot on goal here. Fairly acute angle. Not a bad side to be on here at Darley Park, though. The high side for a shot on goal. So Toos yet to kick a goal today. Set sail. Looks like it's off to the right for a minor score. So a couple of let-offs there for the Devils. From the set shot range for North Ballarat. So now 3-5-23 North. They trail Darley 6-3-39. Matthew Brett brings the ball back into play. The kick's okay to Cousins, who marks deep in the pocket. Penetrating left foot kick. Was well read in the air by Cadman. Did everything but take the mark. Dropped the ball in the end. Ball spills out to Perks. He's bailed up by Brett Bewley. And the umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. Members side half forward for North Ballarat. So North Ballarat led at quarter time by 1 point. They now trail by 16. We've been playing near 15 minutes second term. There's the ball up. Tap one by the big fella there in McCallum, who's at ground level. It's the Devils through Lahoure. Got it to Laird. He'll kick it to the advantage of Azapati. Needs a favourable bounce. Needs to bend, and bend he does, but he dropped it. Ping for holding the ball, and Carey takes the free kick. Plays on by hand. Got it to McCartan through the middle. High, slow hand pass, but Fletcher Loader took the received handball, went forward and quick. Been paid. The mark umpire called play on in the end. Through traffic there was Bewley, was strong. Quick hands to Brodie Ward, who just ushered the ball towards Jack Bewley. Tapping it to keep it alive was good. Bewley protected the ball drop. Couldn't gather though. Still an opportunity here for North Ballarat. But the Devils have got numbers on the last line. As a party can go short to Young or can go long to Collie. Collie, a good runner, needs to be strong here. As Lant keeps running, so does Rodder. Where's he going to go? It's not a bad kick there from Collie. Into the outer side centre wing. Good vision. Found Spiteri, who goes wide out in direction there. It was a poor kick in the end. Cut off there by Loader. Rodder getting a bit frustrated there, the big man. It's a poor kick there from Spiteri. He seemed to be caught in two minds. So Loader finds Carey, who marks just inside the boundary line. Plays on. They're on half back here at the moment. Right foot kick along the line, looking for Arts. As a party did well, just dropped his head at the last second. Cut off there was good there from Brodie Ward, whose kick was cut off there by Hobbs. Poor kick there from the youngster. Just kicked it straight into the big man. An opportunity here for North Ballarat again, who hacked the ball forward through Jenkins, only as far as Duncan Cadman, who read it well off the boot. Now he can switch play to Mitch towards Cousins. I speak of Mace, who can go short to Jack Bewley, gathers cleanly on the half volley. So he's away here. He can have a bounce. And he'll go short, and the kick's okay. So it'll be Cadman with ball in hand, weighing up the options, goes along the line in the direction of Bishop, who comes out and presents and took a mark 52 metres out from the Darley goal. So North Ballarat pushing back, right of the target, off hands, offloader. No pun intended, over the line, boundary throw in. 10 metres around from the Darley goal. They're pressing here. We've been playing a tick over 17 minutes in this second term. Darley lead by 16 points. 39 plays 23. There's the throw in. No ruckman contested that. Running onto it there was Lant and Brett Bewley. Look out, North Ballarat, but they've got numbers here. And they'll get out of trouble through Loader, who lowered the eyes. Only got it towards the attacking 50. Rebound kicks okay. Mark Endall free kick. I'll go with the ladder there because... so pushing forward was Joel Cadman, and he'll go back and have a shot on goal for a chance at goal number 2. Now, he's presented well today, Joel Cadman. He's... putting together a good final third of his season, and since he featured in the footy record some weeks ago, he's been terrific. So Cadman, not in any real hurry. He's going to do up one shoe and then the other. So just a halt in play. Must have been a blood rule as Fletcher Loader makes his way off the ground with his helmet in his hand. But a shot on goal limited here for Darley. Joel Cadman has an opportunity to extend Darley's 16-point advantage here. Approaching time on in this second term. Cadman, shot on goal. It's going to go off to the right and through for a minor score. So Baker with a set shot goal and Cadman with a miss. And at North Ballarat, they've had a couple of set shots for 2 misses. So right foot kick goes along the line. Oh, that was a terrific mark at the back there by Riding. A handy player, this bloke. Right in front of the Darley coach's box. That's a good place to shine as he goes short to Toos, who had to... Well, he was lucky he had some time to gather on the second attempt. Played on, gave it over to Riding, who kicked it to half forward. Carey the target, sets himself, he's got it. And he chose to play on. Open goal, shot, got it, Carey. Put it through for North Ballarat. They get their fourth. 4-5-29. North Ballarat trail Darley 6-4-40. We've been playing 19 and a half minutes second term. Ballarat 44 leads Sebastopol 18. Melton 27 lead Lakeman 2. Redan 32 lead Melton South 22. Sunbury 27 lead Bacchus Marsh 1. So the real form game of this round today is up in Ballarat at C.E. Brown Reserve. Sebastopol, of course, winning 5 on the trot, and Ballarat 8 of their last 9. And the Swans have extended. Bailey Vanderhoovel influential. Back in the middle of the ground. Fuller into the ruck for the Devils. Won that tap only as far as McCartan. He was waiting at ground level before he was bailed up. And there'll be a ball up. Right in the middle of the ground here. Tap one by McCallum. Just Spears. That was good. He missed his foot, though, as he went to throw it on. Did he get a clearance kick? His second effort was okay. He caught one over the shoulder every day of the week. It's against Bewley. And on Spears, who, as I mentioned in that opening term, often plays well against the Devils. Right foot kick goes out in the quick direction. Devils set themselves. A nice overhead mark taken there by Joel Cadman. Been good. So this kick needs to be a good one. Van Leith, juggling attempt. Umpire called play on. There's a poor drop in the end there from Van Leith. But Angwin's at the back can contest here. He's got 2 to beat. Riding gets onto the preferred left. Normally dangerous squaring kick. Have a look at that. Oh, Arts just fell over at the crucial time. Chance for Quick across the body. He's got it. Quick's got goal number 3. And North Ballarat have got the last 2 goals of this second term. And we're back to a 5-point ball game. Darley 6-4-40. North Ballarat 5-5-35. We've been playing a tick over 21 minutes in this second term. So another error on half-back. Van Leith with the juggling attempt, and albeit a failed one at that with the mark. Just opened the door for North Ballarat to pounce. You don't have to give this mob much. Very dangerous with ball in hand, and of course Riding and Quick combining. Quick gets his 3rd. Back in the middle of the ground. Fuller, that was a good jump from the youngster. Tap only went as far as Polkinghorn. His kick was smothered by Bewley, but they're away here. It was Riding. He was dispossessed. Chance for Toos. He did gather cleanly. He threw it over his shoulder to Spears. High up and under kick. Umpire will pay the mark. Players set themselves. Cousins went the spoil. Polkinghorn swooped. So too did Leonard. But he was dispossessed as Angwin gathered. Steadying hand pass to Lahoure, who went towards Page. It's a free kick every day of the week, but umpire called play on. Got 2 to beat here, Page. He's been terrific. Just kept tunneling the ball forward. Well done, the Guild. Club best and fairest. Who got it to Van Leith? Who got it to Land? Ran to half forward. Ran to 50. Can he finish? On the left. Off to the right. And just missed. Minor score. Big build-up anti-climax. Darley 6-5-41. Lead North Ballarat 5-5-35. A goal Leonard here at Darley Park. Time on second term as they negotiate their way out of the fence to Riley Polkinghorn, who marks on half-back. Has Toos, who's got some space, who marks on centre wing, out of sight of the ground. Weighing up the options, can go short to Nash. Normally a good ball user. Got Loverson short. Still got him if he wants him, and now he'll go there. With the best part of 15.1 metres, that kick. So it'll be Loverson, who's got Carey short now, but that awkward ticking style, high up and under, inside 50. Aerial contest. Matty Brett took a nice overhead mark. Umpires paid that. Rightly so. So Matthew Brett with ball in hand now. Got Cousins on the switch if he wants him, but need to be quick. How long gone? Or how long left in this quarter? 5 minutes. So Brett goes short to Cadman. And goes along the line, looking towards Bewley. That's a nice kick. Bewley didn't have to break stride and took a chest mark. Timely one at that, just inside the boundary line. So Brett Bewley with ball in hand. On half back. Stopped and propped and just tried to outsmart his opponent, but couldn't do so in the end. Was forced to get rid of the football. Brett Bewley, quick hands, got it towards Angwin. Searching hand pass was terrific to Spiteri. Right foot chip is okay. Good spoil. Rotted as the roaming at the back. Went back into traffic. Hand pass over to Land. Left footer. Shot on. He chips it towards Collie. Hand pass over the top. Page is going to kick a goal. Good combo of football use there by the Devils. Getting a bit of bang for buck on that occasion with that forward 50 entry. They're 7-5-47. They needed that one. North Ballarat 5-5-35. So Page joins a string of goal kickers, albeit 7 of them, 7 individual goal kickers. Rodder still yet to hit the scoreboard, but he's been important. So North Ballarat led by 1 point at quarter time. Now Darley lead by 12. We've probably got about 4 minutes left in this second term. Good game of footy. Ball up, tap one by McCallum. Didn't get a lot of purchase on the footy. So just went to his feet. Lant was clean. Had Page on the outside. Broke one tackle, then another. Went to Baker. Set up okay for him. Put it out in front of Rodder. Can he get it? He got it. Rodder's taken a juggled mark. That'll settle some of the nerves because he's yet to post a major and yet to get a real chance at an overhead mark without 2 or 3 North Ballarat defenders breathing down his neck. And the league's leading goal kicker will go back and have his first shot on goal of the afternoon. Kicked 55 goals in season 2022. Recruited from Williamstown and good player in his own right at VFL level. Certainly having an impact in his debut season with the Devils. So Rodder, shot on goal, goes across the face and through for a minor score. So Darley 7-6-48. Lead North Ballarat 5-5-35. Closing minutes, second term here. They bring the ball back into play. Hobbs combines with Nash. Back to Hobbs. Got a bad bounce. Knocked it forward. Chance here for the Devils if they're clean. Spiteri gathered. Ran into a brick wall. Umpire let it go. Ball at ground level. Collie gathered. Loose hand pass. Meant for Van Leith. Gathered footy. Thrown to the ground. Ball spills free. Hobbs at ground level. Hopeful hand pass rather than anything else. Baker ran onto it. Couldn't gather. As a party gathered. And then was tackled. Taken to the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up 50 metres out from the Devils' goal. How long left have we got in this second quarter? 3 minutes. There's the ball up. Clearance out of the congestion from North Ballarat. Got into the middle of the ground. Chance here for Loverson. Got the hand pass to Fletcher Loader. They run forward here. There was a good smother on the quick hand pass, but he was up to the task to regather and put it out in front of Riding and Cousins. Cousins got enough on the footy, but Riding's terrific, kept his feet, kept it in front of him and went low. Good decision, umpire, let it go. Too over the footy, Brodie Ward, one of those. The umpire's going to blow the whistle and affect the ball up some 30 metres out from the North Ballarat goal. So Riding just showing every bit of his forward craft there, just couldn't quite influence the umpire on an over-the-shoulder there as he went low. There's the ball up. Tap one by Loverson. Need to be clean here. Baker gathers. Takes on the would-be tackler. Quick, off the ground. And a goalkeeping style was taken a mark there by Angwin. So he got land in the middle, but that's a risky kick. Got Collie long. So Nash, normally a good defender. On Collie here, strong. Couldn't take the mark. Collie breaking the tackle there was McCartan, who got it to Nash, and the ball went forward. Chatfield the fly couldn't take the mark. They're queuing up here. North Ballarat has but Brodie Ward saved the day. He gave the hand pass to Bailey Young, who found Bewley. Back to, here's a let-off chance here for Jack Riding. Loves these across the body. Got it. North Ballarat through Jack Riding. Close to within 7 points deep in this second term here at Darley Park. They're 6-5-41. They trail Darley 7-6-48. Well, what do you do there? Just the Devils a bit clumsy there with their execution. And we're forced to pay once again with another turnover. So Darley keeping North Ballarat in it, really, with multiple goals from turnovers this afternoon. But it's Darley who lead by 7 points. 48 plays 41. Back in the middle of the ground. Riding with his first of the afternoon. Tap one by McCallum. Found Chatfield. Fired the hand pass out. Meant for Spears. Intercepted there by Lant before he was bailed up. And there'll be a ball up in the middle of the ground. Deep in time on here. Second term at Darley Park. Tap one by Tanner. Chance for Young if he can gather it. He's caught over the football. Now will the umpire adjudicate? Says no prior, there'll be a ball up. Right in the middle of the ground here. Darley have kicked 5 goals in this term. North Ballarat 4. And they're entertaining second term. Spears through traffic. Tackle, taken to the ground. There'll be a repeat stoppage in the middle of the ground as the seconds tick away in this opening half. Darley lead by 7 points. Entertaining game. Unfolding. Right before our eyes. McCallum. Only as far as Page, who got it to Brett. Forced to stretch there was Laird. Young kept running. Right foot kick. Dumped as he kicked. Umpire's going to pay down the ground against Loverson. And the free kick will be taken there by Azzopardi. So Azzopardi with ball in hand now. We'll weigh up the options. Where's he going to go? He's going to go in the middle. Spears is hurt in the middle of the ground there for North Ballarat. We'll keep an eye on that as Baker received the kick, got it to Cousins, who got it to Young. Geez, he's covering some ground. Over to Bewley, 40 metres out. I speak of Jack, shot on goal. Has he got it? He has! Jack Bewley gets his second, deep in time on in this second term. Excellent finish. Spears, we'll just keep an eye on him as he looks a bit worse for wear, the Warrior. And they wouldn't want to lose him ahead of any final next week. It's Darley 54 who lead North Ballarat 41. And Jack Bewley, the first multiple goal scorer for Darley of the afternoon. The Devils are 8-6-54. They've kicked 6 goals in this second term. North Ballarat 6-5-41. So Spears has left the ground. While he looks a bit frustrated, he looks like he might be okay. McCallum won that tap. But Tanner, with the clearance, tumbles it forward. Inside 50. Got a terrible bounce there, but Spiteri stole it. Gave the hand pass to Collie. Another goal to the Devils. Collie gets his second. Darley get their 7th of the term, if you don't mind. So it couldn't be long left. 50 seconds remains. Darley 9-6-60. Lead North Ballarat 6-5-41. Blake Collie getting used to being forward of centre now, finishing off his work. And that's a good finish from Collie. who's played most of his senior footy, either defensive wing or in defence, learning the caper forward, and has 2 goals to his name. Back in the middle of the ground here, 50 seconds left in his second term. Ball up, tap one by McCallum. Second effort was okay, fired the hand pass out. Baker did well not to give away a free kick. Laird fired the hand pass out to Page, who swarmed. So too is Baker. Tackle taken to the ground. The umpire says no prior. There's a good pressure there from Wood. There'll be a ball up. Defensive side of the middle of the ground for the Devils. 7 goals in this second term. There's a big thump there from McCallum, as good as a kick. Got it to half forward. Fell into the hands of Page. Stolen away from him by Wood, who went by hand. Crossed the body to Arts, who didn't make the most of that opportunity and overran the footy. Ball at ground level. Whistle imminent. There'll be a ball up on half forward. Broadcast side for North Ballarat. Melton 69. Lead Lake Winderee 6. There's the ball up. Tap one by McCallum. Lant through traffic, been excellent this quarter. Kick towards centre wing. Good use of the body by Azapati. Spiteri's looked dangerous. Got it to Cadman. Kick over the shoulder was hopeful more than anything else. Got it to half forward. Bewley got a terrible bounce. I speak of Jack, who had to wait an eternity under the football before he swarmed by the North Ballarat defence. And there'll be a ball up on half back. Seconds ticking away here. 2 seconds. There you go. Tick tock. Half time. So it's half-time here in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. Darley kicked 7 goals to 4 in the most entertaining second term to lead North Ballarat. The Devils are 9-6-60, North Ballarat 6-5-41. It's a 19-point ball game in favour of the Devils. A win for them today will see them move into 4th place and face each point next week, while a loss will see them face the loser of Sebastopol and Ballarat. All right, the goal scorers ahead of the main break. Jack Bewley and Blake Colley have 2 each, 1 each to Dylan Lant, Luther Baker, Joel Cadman, Trey Van Leith, Shane Page. Whilst for North Ballarat, Jamie Quick has 3 and 1 each to Jack Riding, Riley Polkinghorn and Isaac Carey. So a 7 goals to 4 second term sees the Devils with some separation. After they trailed by 1 point at quarter time, they now lead by 19 at the main break. So we'll give you a break, 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll be back with the third quarter action here in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round.
HFT Water Solutions, where your waste is our solution. Proud sponsor of BFL Game Day.
I want you to inspire me, and I want to inspire you this football season with our high-quality, locally grown meat. Hop online or give us a call on 5368 1117 or come in store and we will deliver to you free of charge this football season. Proud sponsors of this station, the Land Local Butcher.
The property management team at Stockdale and Lego Bacchus Marsh are currently giving gift cards for any referrals that result in properties being managed by them. Contact station sponsor Stockdale and Lego and ask for Jade Daly or Emily Closter on 5367 5700. Stockdale and Lego, we are here for you. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Rusdale Proprietary Limited phone 0419 568 635. Just bought your home site, the man to phone for quick and prompt service, Graham Gillespie at Rusdale 0419 568 635. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Community radio made in Moorabool. Apple 98.5 FM.
Back in Motion, Bacchus Marsh has been providing physiotherapy, massage, clinical exercise and rehab to the local community for over 7 years. Their goal is to help you achieve optimal, lifelong physical health, helping you achieve lasting results. Call 5367 4130 to book your free initial assessment with one of their qualified physios. Back in Motion at 3 Clifton Drive, Bacchus Marsh are proud sponsors of Apple 98.5 FM.
Rusdale BFL Proprietary Limited phone 0419 568 635. Just brought your home site, the man to phone for quick and prompt service, Graham Gillespie at Rustel 0419 568 635. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM. Tech Global, having problems with your computer or technical equipment? Your first call for help is to Marcel at Tech Global 0439 300 966. Email marcel at techglobal.com.au. Proud sponsor Apple 98.5 FM.
Ferguson Player Bakehouse, 151A Main Street, for all your hot and cold pastries, sweets, teas and coffees, cold drinks and specialty cakes for all occasions, made to order or choose from their range on display. Under current conditions, dine-in COVID-safe rules apply and masks must be worn in the store. Phone 5367 7077 to place an order or book a table. Ferguson Player is a proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Are you wondering? Facebook is that American book online. Pocketbook is that Australian book online, and it's also printed. See pocketbooks.com.au or Google PBEZY. That's PB Easy. Or just read your delivered printed pocketbook. That's Pocketbooks, your local hub. Phone and street directory and tourist guide. Pocketbook, your local phone and street directory. Proud sponsors of Apple 98.5 FM.
Have you got a smashed windscreen or stone chip you need to replace or repair? Call us at the Windscreen Man and we can have you safely back on the road in no time. We specialise in front, rear and side glass on all types of cars, vans, utes, trucks and machinery. Call us now on 0414 633 The Windscreen Man, proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
We'll get to those in a minute because joining us on the line is Jack Fitzpatrick. He's flown in from Birmingham, England, just for the interview. So, Jack, thanks very much for your time.
Long way to go for an interview, lads, but my absolute pleasure.
Yeah, good to see the media commitments you signed off at the start of the year ran honoured right through to the end, mate.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. No, it was definitely a good time in Birmingham, that's for sure. It was great to be over there, but also great to be back. And look, it has been somewhat of a tough year for us, but you know, we're fighting on strong, and particularly the last month, you know, we haven't been winning, but there's been a lot we can take out of it, and it's about, you know, building as much as we can for a solid 2023.
Plenty of young blokes been getting a game. I even know, like, some of your senior blokes are still quite young, but Cooper James and Bailey Ryan, they've shown some encouraging signs in the second half of the season in just they're probably their first year of senior footy.
Yeah, they are, mate. They're both eligible to be playing under 19s, and yeah, we have got plenty of young blokes, and as you said, even our older blokes are, you know, you have to use the word inverted commas on old, because, you know, Joel O'Connell, our captain, he's only 22 himself. So, you know, Joel, our captain, is 22, and Tim Collins, our vice captain, is 22 as well. So, you know, it is a bunch of young boys. But yeah, those two you mentioned, among others, you know, Cooper James has been terrific all year. He's a big body, he's very clean, he's a bloody good player. And Bailey Ryan, he came in, you know, about halfway through the season, and I think he won our under-17s best and fairest last year. And he's been outstanding, mate. He's as good a kick as a football as you'll see, particularly for someone of his height.
Scott Carlin's been a calming influence on a group that's under the pump with his skill execution, often steadying the ship across half-back between the arcs for you.
Yeah, he has, mate. He has. He's a very classy footballer. I actually, I coached Scott when I was coaching at Werribee, and he was on Werribee's VFL list. And yeah, one thing that stood out to me back then was how clean he is and how composed he is with the ball. He makes good decisions, and he hits the target more often than not. And yeah, that's certainly not changed. Yeah, he's a very good ball user. And look, he's probably unfortunate that he hasn't played more VFL footy this year. He was playing at Geelong VFL, and he was playing pretty well, to be honest. But at the moment, Geelong have a lot of fit blokes, and as you know, when the AFL guys get sort of pushed back to the VFL, that then in turn pushes the VFL guys out of the team, and they're forced to play at local level.
So, with all respect to the current group, what do you think you need to add to the group in the off season to be winning more games next year?
There's no doubt a bit of experience would help. I mean, look, you know, we think we've got a really good core that we can sort of build around, and, you know, there's a lot to like about our list, and, you know, that sounds stupid when we've only won one game, and, you know, that was a long time ago, considering it's, I don't know, 13 or 14 losses in a row or whatever it is. But, I mean, we look at so many games that we've played, and there are parts of each game that we've played that there has been something to like. Now, you know, on the weekend, we pushed a really good team for our half, and we're in that game. And even in the the last quarter of that game, I think it was only they beat us by a goal or whatever it was. So, you know, we looked at that game on the weekend and thought for 3 quarters we've taken it up to a really, really good team. We just unfortunately let ourselves down with 1 quarter, and this isn't being disrespectful to you know, a really good side that we played, but a lot of our errors, we thought, a lot of our poor quarter was actually self-inflicted and things we were doing wrong, and we are finding that in a lot of games. So even though we don't necessarily have the win-loss record to show for it, we don't think we're a mile off. We obviously need to improve and get better. There's no doubt about that, and, you know, a part of getting better, I mean, don't get me wrong, you'd love to have as much talent on your list as possible, but, you know, we do think that there's enough there to work with. It's just about being more consistent, first of all, and yeah, if we can add some quality to that, then there's no doubt that we'll look at that as well.
Jack, those young fellas that you're playing at the moment, they are going to be so much better for the experience going into next year. They've probably got a dozen or more games under their belt, and I think it reflects on Melton, the way they've gone about rebuilding. Darley, the same with youth, and maybe taking a bit of pain for a couple of years. But then when you get those guys that have had 20 and 30 games, they step up to the plate and gain experience, and then with a little bit of a plethora of experience, maybe a 25 or 26-year-old that comes back from the VFL, you hold yourself in good stead. And I think it's the way to go. Sometimes you have to endure a bit of pain for a season and a half, and then things will start to develop for you.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And I think, you know, look, you guys know more about the history of the VFL than what I do. But by all reports, and this is sort of what I've been told, is that, you know, a number of years ago, Melton did have a couple of hard seasons, but you know, this year I think everyone would say they're probably the flag favourites at this stage on the eve of finals. And, you know, I remember when we played them earlier in the season. Now, I could be wrong, my numbers could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that 21 of their 22 players the day that we played them were all one-pointers.
You're 100% correct.
You know, that's a remarkable statistic for a team that, you know, has pretty much taken all before them. So, yeah, look, again, you know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but you go back to those hard years that they had, and they've obviously gone back. And now, yes, some are players that, you know, have come through the juniors, and I'm not entirely sure how that list has been built up over 4, 5, 6 years, exactly how they got to that point. But, you know, we know how the point system works, and it is been a long-term process for them to get there. So, look, hopefully, you know, we would like to think that we're not 4, 5 or 6 years away. Hopefully we can fast-track that a little bit. But I guess that they have shown the blueprint for it, and that if you are willing to be patient and put in the hard yards, there are certainly some rewards to be reached.
Well, I can assure you that 80% of their side, the Carters, them boys with the Heenies, they've all come up through their junior ranks.
Yeah, absolutely. So, look, you know, we've got, you know, I think on average we have 5 under-19s playing each week or something like that. Again, correct me if I'm wrong with the numbers, I don't know for sure. But, you know, even this year, they're not necessarily Lakers locals, but we've had a lot of young kids. I think we've had 17 or 18 debutants for the footy club this year. I mean, that's genuinely a full team in itself. Now, some of them have been forced by injury. Some of them have, you know, players are playing different positions. Some of them are young kids who are coming to Ballarat for uni, and they're at the club for the first time. But, you know, they're all youngsters pretty much, and all kids that, you know, hopefully, you know, touch wood and with a bit of luck, will be at the club for the next period of time, and will be there when, you know, we go through what hopefully will be some success in the years to come.
Well, the club's had a bit of luck having you on board, mate, for another year to steer these youngsters forward in their local careers. So let's hope that can equate to a few more wins on the board next year under your tutelage. Melton on Saturday, though, mate. big game, probably the toughest one on the card of any match-up in the year. What's the gain out of this week?
We spoke about this last night, and I actually think that it couldn't be a better way for us to finish the season. Now, I mean, obviously, as I said, I think everyone would be in agreement that they're probably the flag fancies at this stage of the year as we're on the eve of finals. Now, clearly we're not going to be playing finals, and, you know, we've only won the one game for the season. But, you know, as I said, there has been a lot to take out of our games over the last month in particular, and even before that, there were just little periods in games that, you know, trying to find those green shoots, as they say in sort of the AFL media. So for us, we've been building this last month, and we are building, as we've just spoken about. It's not just about trying to finish 2022 on a good note. It's about trying to build on and build something for 2023 and beyond. So, look, I think it's a great way for us to finish, try and, you know, get those green shoots. I mean, it'd be fantastic to finish the year off with a win. Now, I know it might sound like pie in the sky stuff, but we are going on Saturday, and the intention is to win, just like it is with every other game. But, you know, we want to be as competitive for as long as we can. We want to try and play a decent brand of football for as long as we can, and we want to match it up with a team that is clearly the benchmark. And that will give us, hopefully, if we can give a good account of ourselves, something to, you know, hold in our hand as we go in towards pre-season for 2023 and beyond.
Geez, Jack, it would have been handy if you had the number 37 playing for us this year, because he's had a great year at VFL level at Box Hill.
Yeah, look, he goes okay, mate. He goes okay. I was catching up with probably a couple of months ago now. I caught up with a few of the Hawks people for Luke Bruce and Liam Shields' 250th game, and I kept telling them that I think Fergus Green is no good and should be getting dropped and shouldn't be getting games for Box Hill. I've been not up to it, and they need to get rid of him, and they're going, "What is wrong with you? He's a star." And I said, well, there might be an ulterior motive behind my comments, because his the local side that he's nominated for is my side. But yeah, I'm campaigning the fact, no, Fergus Green is not up to it. Get rid of him. He's no good.
Well, they owe you one anyway, Hawthorn, Jack. They did take Sam Butler from the Lakers and draft him and debut him this year. So there's another example of youth out of the club. Hey, Jack, thanks very much for your time, mate. We're going to keep the show rolling, and appreciate you coming on, and hopefully we can bump into you at a game over the finals.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm looking forward to what should be a great final series, and hopefully in 12 months' time, if we're chatting ahead of the last round, we're hopefully building towards a finals appearance.
And hopefully Nick Rippon or Ash Simpson can come back and bolster. Hopefully they're over their travels, mate, because they'd fit nicely into that team.
I must admit that they're currently in Mexico at the moment, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, maybe we'll never see either of them again.
Yeah, I must admit, when it's cold at training on a Tuesday and Thursday night, it feels like -2 and whatnot, and they're posting photos in Mexico. It does look like a pretty good option. Don't get me wrong.
No doubt. All right.
They might be able to bring you back the Three Amigos, mate, for next year.
Exactly right. We'll see what happens, mate. We'll see how we go. Hopefully we can get them back, but obviously, we think that football is everything, and it is. It's very important to us, but it is just a part of life as well. So we'll see how they go.
Good on you, Jack. Good luck on Saturday against the Bloods, and we'll catch up soon.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Hey, who left the...
Welcome back to Darley Park ahead of the second half action here, where it's Darley 9-6-60 who lead North Ballarat 6-5-41. It's a 19-point lead to the Devils. Now, what's going on around the Ballarat League at the moment is something very interesting. The update scores out of Sebastopol and Ballarat at half-time. Ballarat lead 57 to Sebast 20. So currently at half-time, just 1% separates Sebastopol and Darley from third place. So there's a bit to play out here. I mean, if the Devils can go on with it, they're a sneaky chance of finishing third, of course, if the Swans can do the same up there at Marty Bush. So, of course, everything Josh Gibson's touching today's turned into gold. He's been quite influential, according to our source up there at C.E. Brown Reserve. Of course, Ballarat, one of the most informed sides, having won 8 of their last 9. But here, plenty more to play out. North Ballarat still in with a real show here. They kicked 4 goals in that second term, but conceded 7 in the meantime. The Devils added 7 goals for to arrest a 1-point deficit at the first change to lead by 19 at the half. The goal scorers for Darley, Jack Bewley and Blake Colley have 2 each in a very even performance from the Devils. They haven't been so heavily reliant on Rodder, who's goalless at the moment, but has been presenting well forward of centre. And Brett Bewley's been good, but not great. Dylan Lance been very important. So just finishing off those goal scorers, Dylan Lance, Luther Baker, Joel Cadman, Trey Van Leith and Shane Page with a goal apiece, whilst for North Ballarat, Jamie Quick has 3 and 1 each to Jack Riding, Miley Polkinghorn and Isaac Carey. So Darley's still not yet on the ground. It's been a fairly elongated half-time break. So we'll give you some update scores from around the region. Redan 52 lead Melton South 34. Melton 69 lead Lake Windermere 8. Sunbury 60 lead Bacchus Marsh 17. And Ballarat 57 lead Sebastopol 20. So plenty more to play out, as I mentioned at the top, ahead of the second half action here at Darley Park. It's the Devils who lead by 19 points. Darley not yet on the ground. North Ballarat all ready to go in an attempt to arrest that 19-point deficit with a win here today on the road. They're 3-6 from their 9 outings against top 6 opposition. They've won 8 games for the year, 6 of those at home at Mars Stadium. So they're going to be up against it, while questions will be asked of the Devils to be better for longer. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the third quarter action in just a moment.
This broadcast of BFL Game Day is proudly sponsored by Western Screens, Blinds and Awnings, 35A Griffith Street, Bacchus Marsh. Phone 5370-1478.
This quarter is proudly sponsored by Anytime Fitness, 72 Bennett Street, Bacchus Marsh. Mention BFL Game Day on Apple 98.5 FM to receive 50% off your joining fee plus a free towel and water bottle.
Discover your community on Apple 98.5 FM.
Welcome back to Darley Park. The Devils just making their way out on to the ground, led out by Vice Captain Luther Baker, just trying to spot Brett Bewley amongst those players, but just can't see him at the moment. Of course, Tim Spears went off the ground in that second term late, but he returned with the crew onto the ground, so he looks okay and ready to go. So Devils on the ground, no sign of Brett Bewley, so we'll keep an eye on that, seeing what's going on there. Hopefully it's a convenience break that's delaying the Devils skipper entry on to Darley Park. So Darley trailed by 1 point at quarter time. They now lead by 19 on the back of a 7-4 second term here. Overcast skies prevailing for the duration. No real rain of any sorts to report yet, and conditions have really held up here at Darley Park, albeit them dark. And as I said at half-time, as scores stand, Sebastopol just 1% ahead of Darley on the live ladder. So, as we said, plenty more to play out. Questions will be asked of both sides to dig deep. So it'll be the Devils, with no sign of Brett Bewley as yet, so we'll keep an eye on that. No Fridge with me this afternoon. Big welcome to all of you tuning in via the Clutch app. What a terrific addition it's been to the BFNL competition throughout 2022. The vision across all games. And of course the audio coming via the sounds of Apple 98.5 FM. Match of the round action here. Round 18. The home and away season to finish at the end of this half of football, as we're about to get play underway. Siren sounds. Darley kicking to the Bacchus Marsh end in this third term. There's the ball up, tap one by McCallum, went searching for Polkinghorn. Lant was terrific at ground level with the gather and kick to half forward. Spoil, Nash was good, got it to half back. Good pressure there from the Devils. And North Ballarat to effect a stoppage, and there'll be a ball up on half forward broadcast side for the Devils. A good pressure there from Jack Bewley, who has 2 goals to his name today. There's the ball up. Tap one by McCallum. Went searching for Leonard, who was tackled. Managed to release the football to McCartan, who got it to Arts. Right foot kick beyond centre wing, out of side of the ground. Loverson got a bad bounce. Angwin got a suitable one. He gave it towards Young, who got it over towards Ward. Left foot kick along the line. Fuller had it punched away from him by Hobbs. Over the line for a boundary throw in some 60 metres around from the Darley goal. So overcast conditions prevailing here this afternoon. Darley 9-6, lead North Ballarat 6-5. Jamie Quick, the leading goal scorer on the ground. He has 3. There's the throw in. McCallum suits him. Knocks it to Leonard, who's bailed up by Baker. And there'll be a ball up. So no Brett Bewley in the second half at the moment. Tap one by Tanner. Through traffic goes Leonard. Wanted the hold. Umpire called play on. And he's bailed up a second time. And he can't release the football. And there'll be a repeat stoppage. So an arm wrestle of sorts to kickstart this second half. Opening minutes. Half forward. Out of side. Tap one by McCallum, went searching for Leonard. He's forced to fight at ground level, did well through traffic, find the hand pass out only as far as Young, who coughed it up to McCartan, want to be quick, released the ball to Riding, who went underneath to Loader, that was good, he got it to Riley Polkinghorn from half forward, went inside 50, and the mark's been taken there by Quick, dangerous on half forward, waste no time, set sail for the judge, he's hit the post. Well, that would have been just the start that North Ballarat were searching for in this third term to close the gap. They're forced to do it on a minor front, just the one behind. So now an 18-point lead to the Devils as Angwin with the left foot kick. It's okay, finds Lahoure. He's had a good month, Lahoure, across half-back. Measures the kick. Old Lant couldn't hang on to the mark, but throws the ball onto the boot. Territory kick. Bewley sets himself. Hobbs at the back, couldn't take the mark, does the buttering up though, gathers by hand, got it to Nash, squaring kick into the middle, players 50-50, couldn't work out who was going for the ball, it spews out into the hands of McCartan, he kick across the body, only as far as Cousins, dropped what he should have taken, open the door here for Quick, who can get onto his left boot and have a kick across the body, he's got it! Quick's got 4 here at Darley Park. Well, just a blunder there from Cousins. You've only got to leave the door slightly ajar for the pouncing North Ballarat forwards. And Jamie Quick gets his 4th of the afternoon and he's 38th for season 2022. So at Darley Park here, early stages, third term, Darley 9-6-60, North Ballarat 7-6-48. Game on here. No Brett Bewley. So back in the middle of the ground here, Baker, Lant and Van Leith in the middle to contest against McCartan, Leonard and Polkinghorn. And of course McCallum just grabbed it out of the ruck, was tackled, taken to the ground. The umpire picked out a free kick. It's going to go the way of North Ballarat. It's going to go to the big fella. It'll be McCallum, who just gets to his feet off the firmer surface in the middle of the ground here at Darley Park. He plays on by hand to Nash, normally good user by foot. Decided to go by hand on this occasion. And he ends up with a footy with ball in hand. Got the handball received from Leonard, who got it back to Nash, who got it to Polkinghorn, who got it to McCallum, who went inside 50, shallow entry, who's at ground level, the dangerous Quick ran past the footy. Swarm of players swoop on the footy, and there'll be a ball up 49 metres out from the North Ballarat goal. So I've been playing 4 minutes in this third term. Ball up, tap one by Tanner, hot footy at ground level through traffic, chance here for Quick, intercepted there by Cousins, Lant gathered, centre towards centre wing, Cadman's gather was terrific, got it to Page, his kick was smothered, 50-50 ball here, chance for Carey, who went by hand, and he finally got the ball back, right foot kick from McCartan towards half forward, clean bolt Riding, running onto it there was, would have been Polkinghorn, who had a shot on goal from 50, he might have got it, he's put it through! Polkinghorn gets his 2nd of the afternoon, and North Ballarat's response after half-time has been very good. They've kicked the opening 2 goals of this third term, and they close within 6 points. They're 8-6-54. They trail Darley 9-6-60. So Riley Polkinghorn joins Jamie Quick on the multiple goal-scoring front. Quick, of course, with 4. 3 in that opening half. So the response after half-time from North Ballarat has been emphatic. They've kicked the only 2 goals of the term. We've just been playing some 6 minutes in this third quarter. Here's the ball up. So it'll be McCallum. Won that tap. Second effort was okay. Went searching for Leonard. Lant dispossessed. Baker's hands. Put Van Leith under the pump. He's over the ball here, Baker. Ball's fired out there by Carey, who got it to McCallum. Riding coughed it up to Jack Bewley. Oh, that's a free kick for, front on contact. His Riding was running away with the footy. So Bailey Young in the middle of the ground will take the resultant free kick. Has Angwin short. If he wants him, he'll opt to go the longer option. So a high, tumbling, awkward kick. Going to be a hard footy to mark. Going this punch there was Spears. Fell in the hands of Leonard. Through traffic. He's dispossessed. Thrown to the ground. Umpire called play on before it stacks on the middle. On half forward here for Darley. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up. So Darley 60. Lead North Ballarat 54 here in this third quarter. Tap won by McCallum. Be interesting to see Darley's response here without Brett Bewley. Just what to make of a very influential Brett Bewley absent on the ground. We'll find out more as Van Leith out of the congestion. Shows some good application on the footy, but couldn't get an exit possession. And there'll be a repeat stoppage. On half forward, members side of the ground for Darley. They kick to the Bacchus Marsh end in this third term. Tap won by McCallum. Went to the voice of Spears that went through his hands. Polkinghorn onto the footy. Shark there by Lant, who fired the hand pass out. Fell into the hands of Fuller, who just threw the ball onto the boot. Ball goes forward. Excellent spoil on the footy there from Ryan Polkinghorn. Ball spills free. Chance here for Bishop. Tackled. Managed to get ball to boot though. But they're away here, North Ballarat. They kick to a vacant centre wing. Foot race on in earnest. Angwin and Loverson. Angwin's tap was favourable to Brett, who just sat the ball out in front of either Cousins and or Bewley. They can raffle it here. Jack Bewley did well. Got it back to Cousins. Drew the handball received to Bewley, got ball to boot, did well, sent it inside 50, juggling and tipped to the mark from Hobbs. He failed, but was gathered here by the defence of Bromley Lynch. He got it to Carey, indecisive, kick across the body, got some purchase on the kick. Bewley sets himself, speak of Jack. They've got numbers here, North Ballarat. They're looking dangerous. Toos got it to Nash. Numbers prevailing here, but a loose hand pass has allowed Lant to swoop on the footy. He can gather. Errant hand pass. Missed the target. Young's got to concede ground here. How will it sit for him? He ends up with ball in hand. Can go to Cousins. Missed him by hand. So some execution letting the Devils down. Lant ends up with ball in hand. Back to Young. Put Angwin under the pump, the big fella. Showed some dexterity. Squaring kick. Vision was okay. Lahure needs a favourable bounce. Carey in pursuit. It's a one-on-one. Chance here for Page to impact the contest. Quick hands was good to Tanner. Lazy hand pass out in the direction of Lahure. Went back to Page. Need a steadying kick here, the Devils, and they got one. Page found as a party on a lead. It took an uncontested mark just inside the boundary line. True centre wing members side. So he comes back in board to Angwin, who marks. Got Bewley, Lant. They're all queuing up here, Darley. Four of them can raffle it, but Lant takes it. Wastes no time setting the ball forward to Jack Bewley. He'll look to turn and go. Young keeps running forward to present, but he sends it out in the direction of Bishop, who takes it uncontested, mark 45 metres out from goal. So North Ballarat with the opening 2 goals of this third term. We've been playing here 9 minutes. I'll tell you what, this will take Bishop's best. So he goes short, and the kick's okay and finds Cadman. Some good vision there from Bishop and a rare effective possession for the Devils in the last few minutes. Bishop hits up Cadman, and Joel, who has kicked one already this afternoon, can stem the flow with a shot on goal here. Deliberate approach, it's going across the face and off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in. Adjacent to the behind post, so the Devils deep into attack here. They lead by 6 points. 9.5 minutes gone, third term. North Ballarat pressing. Devils into attack. There's the throw-in. Tap won by McCallum. Through traffic, Baker. Tackled by Polkinghorn, taken to the ground. And there'll be a ball up. 20 metres out from the Darley goal. So the Devils, they kicked 7 goals in that second term. They've been held goalless so far in this third quarter. There's the ball up. Tap won by McCallum. Said that a bit this afternoon. Spilled free into the hands of Spears, who got plenty of it. Penetrating kick to centre wing. Angwin leading into the race for the ball. Needs to be clean, for he's tackled and hassled over the line for a boundary throw-in. True centre wing members side of the ground. Probably 300 or 400 people over there in the bar area. building crowd here at Darley Park. The final game of the home and away season. Tap won by McCallum. Only as far as Van Lee. Fell back into his hands there, the youngster. Good vision. Got it to Bewley. Can go back to Van Lee, who puts it out in front of Cousins. He needs a favourable bounce here because here comes North Ballarat through Loader. Kick across the body. It was a territory kick. Lahure needs to gather and be clean. He does. Concedes by hand to Matthew Brett. He's under the pump here. Concedes by hand to Lahure. Went one way, then the other. Went back searching for Brett. And Brett was quite happy to concede a spoil. And the ball goes over the line for a boundary throw-in. So, bit of an untidy start from the Devils. Honours with North Ballarat in the opening 10 minutes of this third term. Boundary throw-in. Half forward for North Ballarat. Shallow throw-in. Favours, well, Cousins was good. Ball's filled out. Chance here for, it might have been Duncan Cadman. Chips with the right foot out in the direction of Gardner, who's got Azapati over the top. Had to stop and prop. Squaring kick from Azapati was loose. Pushing forward there was Cadman. Commitment was good, but North Ballarat again with numbers. The Devils' execution letting them down. Azapati keeps the ball alive, but only as far as Arts, who got it over towards Brumley Lynch, who went by foot to Toos, who took a steadying uncontested mark on half back. One of the Devils down. It's Joel Cadman on the attacking 50 for Darley. He looks pretty sore. So no Brett Bewley on the ground either. So worrying signs for the Devils ahead of a return to finals in 2022. So it'll be Toos from the defensive 50. High up and under kick. Lahure comes in, couldn't affect the mark, had plenty of purchase on it though. Ground ball opportunity here for North Ballarat. Well, they're bailed up and the umpire says, I'll have it, and there'll be a ball up. So on centre wing, members side. Baker, the last man to get up. Tap one by McCallum. So they're starting to get on top of the clearance here, North Ballarat. So they'll need a change of heart here. Umpire's pinged, holding the ball. It's going to go against the Devils, and it's going to go to Spears. So he's got a high up and under kick. No doubt Chatfield's the target. He's got it! He's just taken a nice overhead mark there, Chatfield. He'll go back and have a shot on goal for his first of the afternoon. He's played most of the game forward. Dangerous player. And an opportunity to square the ledger here at Darley Park. Darley scoreless since half-time. We've been playing near 13 minutes in this third term. So Chatfield, he's already missed one from a set shot today. We'll see how he goes with this one. It's off to the right and a let-off there for Darley. So, as he just checks Bailey Young with his run, and Young goes to ground, but the youngster's okay. So it'll be Angwin with ball in hand now. Of course, no Brett Bewley returning after half-time for the Devils. So Angwin, penetrating left foot kick beyond half-back. Players set themselves. Good overhead juggling attempt at the mark there was denied. Here come North Ballarat again. They might have been Carey with the outside of the right boot. Page goes the thump, gets plenty of purchase on it, and the ball rolls end on end and through for a rush behind. Under the pump here, at Darley Park are the Devils. North Ballarat now with that behind. Go to 8.56. Darley 9.660. Ball comes back into play. Right foot kick goes beyond half back. Players set themselves, half a dozen or so. They're a mile away from us here in the broadcast position. Umpire will effect the whistle, you'd think, on play, and there'll be a ball up. So North Ballarat 8.56. Trail Darley 9.660. There's the ball up. North Ballarat on top in this third term. Darley with the slender lead. Cadman was tackled, thrown to the ground. Hot footy to speak of. And this is where North Ballarat have had the better of Darley in recent outings around the contest. So McCartney getting a response from a request at the half. Chance for Spears, who fires the hand pass out. They got numbers here. North Ballarat as they run to centre wing. Right foot kick goes into attack. Angwin needs a favourable bounce. The big fella can knock it to the advantage of Young, who kept running, and then he just got plenty of the footy and just kicked it out of bounds on the full. And the ball will come back into play off the boot of Sam Arts. So just a bit rattled at the moment, the Devils. Darley lead by 4 points in this third term. Sam Arts to bring the ball back into play. And they'll go inside 50 again, North Ballarat. Kick goes inside 50. The mark's been taken by Fletcher Loader on the chest. Uncontested in the end. Just read it well. Bit too much weight on the kick for the intended contest, and Loader was the beneficiary. He just waited at the back and took an uncontested mark. And the result had shot on goal to come, and a chance for North Ballarat to regain the lead here after they trailed at 19 points at the half. So Fletcher Loader. He might have stuck it through, Loader. North Ballarat are in front here at Darley Park. 9-8-62 Ballarat. North Ballarat lead Darley 9-6-60. So North Ballarat have added 3 goals, 3 in this third term. And Darley have yet to score. So we're back in the middle of the ground here. We'll just go around the grounds quickly. Melton 75, lead Lake Wintery 6. Redan 73, lead Melton South 48. Sunbury 60, lead Bacchus Marsh 17. We'll give you an update score at 3/4 time in the Sebastopol Ballarat game. So we've been playing 16 and a half minutes, third term. North Ballarat lead Darley by 2 points. McCallum's been important, so too Laird for the Devils as he gathers. High up and under kick to half forward. Bromley Lynch tried to affect this ball. Didn't get any purchase on the footy. Spiteri gathered, he was bailed up, taken to the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up on half forward. So 3 goals, 3 North Ballarat this term. Darley no score. So that half-time advantage to the Devils wiped, and it's North Ballarat who lead by 2 points. Tanner won the tap, only as far as Land. Can he get ball to boot? No, he can't. Or he's bowled up, and there'll be a ball up. So the onus really going on to Lance and Baker to get it done in the midfield now, in the absence of Bewley. There'll be a ball up. Tap won by McCallum. Fabius Polkinghorn. Tackle taken to the ground. Umpire says too high. That's against as a party. Bit of a clumsy tackle there, and Polkinghorn takes the deserved free kick on half back, wastes no time. Right foot kick goes in the direction of Quick. He sets himself, couldn't take the mark. Gardner needs to be clean. The youngster was tackled and thrown out of the contest. Might have been a free kick there to Cousins, but the umpire let it go. Swarm of North Ballarat players coming in to effect a tackle, but one of them was too high, and the free kick will go to Brodie Ward. So Brodie Ward runs away onto that favoured left foot kick, penetrating one at that. Good switch of play. Found Joel Cabin on the defensive 50. That's a terrific kick. Found Jack Bewley. So a few of the young guns combining for the Devils. So Jack Bewley to weigh up the options. He's got Azapati short. Elects to go long to half forward. Players set themselves, and McCallum getting behind the foot. He takes an uncontested mark. Squaring kick into the middle of the ground. Finds Polkinghorn. Quick hands to Nash, who ran through the middle. Drew the man. Spoil at the back was good from Cousins on Toos. Loose ball opportunity here. Gathered by Perks. Smother was good from Gardner. Ball gets ushered towards half forward for North. Matty Brett through traffic. Switches play. Good kick. Found Jack Bewley just inside the defensive 50 for Darley. He plays on and lopes away onto that right boot. Lowers the eyes. The kick needs to be, well, the kick was terrific. Tanner just let him down. Couldn't take the mark, the big fella. Loose ball get here for the Devils. Has gained about 15 or 20 metres for their side. Somehow it stayed in. Bewley kept running. Tackle was good. Great pressure from Jack Bewley, who was otherwise out of the contest. And just denied North Ballarat of just exiting of their own will to effect a boundary throw-in on half forward members' side. So Darley 60, trail North Ballarat 62. There's the throw-in. McCallum won the tap. They need to, then Baker got it to Lant. Onto the left boot, high up and under kick. Rodder's got 2 to beat. In front, Hobbs takes the uncontested mark at the end. Plays on by hand to Loader, who went short by foot to Nash, who just hit the ground running, took a bounce and ran away from Collie. Now he stops and props and goes back. Good corralling from Collie. Oh, well done by the youngster there in Collie. There'll be a boundary throwing on half forward out of side of the ground. Right in front of us here in the broadcast position, North Ballarat 62, lead Darley 60. Near 20 minutes gone, third term. Still no Brett Bewley on the ground. Been absent in entirety of the second half. Tap won by McCallum, only as far as Baker. Kick smothered by Spears. Got him in the noggin. And shark there by Laird. He can just tip it over the top towards Collie. Oh, Rodder's got it. So Rodder, the kick just had too much weight on it. And Spears copped one right in the nose. And if ever they needed the big man to kick a goal, it's right now, because North Ballarat lead by 2 points, and Rodder's got the shot on goal from 30 metres against the boundary line. Take his best. So Spears in a little worse for wears. Don't know what's going on there. So Rodder will have a shot. It'll go across the face of goal. Through for a minor score. So the margin back to 1. Blood rule for Spears, who caught one in the nose with the kick of Baker. I speak the footy going into Spears' face there with. So Spears going off the ground with the blood rule, and as a party just let him know. And then when McCallum comes over and says, "Hey Andy, pull up," it's probably a good time you do. Darley 61, trail North Ballarat 62. Darley with their first score in the third term, took in the best part of 21 minutes to get it done. But it's North who lead by 1 point. Cliffhanger here at Darley Park. Just entering time on. All 3 goals in this term to North Ballarat. Jamie Quick, the leading goal scorer, on the ground with 4. Riley Polkmehorn has 2. Whilst for Darley, Blake Colley and Jack Bewley have 2 apiece. So Nash will bring the ball back into play, skews the kick, but it was okay in the end. It was a good stretch from Bromley Lynch to turn that into an effective exit, really, as Bromley Lynch, high up and under kick, gets it to half-back. Players set themselves, angled at the back, goes the spoil. Baker at ground level, quick hands, which was very good. Got it to Young, high up and under kick. At least he kept this one inside the stadium. Here's a chance for Spiteri. Couldn't take the mark. Shark by Page. He's tackled, bailed up. And no pry, and the umpire says, "I'll have it," and there'll be a ball up. So it's a hot footy out there at the moment. North Ballarat 9-8-62, lead Darley 9-7-61. And we're in time on here. 22 minutes gone, third term. There's the ball up, tap one by McCallum. Trying to do the sharking there was Joel Cadman, but running away with the ball there was Leonard. Speak of Brock Leonard, his kick was cut off across centre wing there by Ward. His left foot kick was okay in the end, and a strong overhead mark taken there by Azapati. So he plays on to Leonard, who's under the pump. You're gone, holding the ball. Poor decision. I don't know what was worse, the intended handball receive or the decision to give it. But Fletcher Choose with ball on half-back now for North Ballarat can steady the ship. So he plays on and gets around Lant, runs his measure, right foot kick to the attacking 50. That's a good mark taken there by Brodie Ward to cut off that intended lead from Quick. That left foot kick's very good. Found Baker, didn't have to break stride, goes inboard, looking there towards Spiteri. Took a mark on the chest. Can wheel and go now. Gets plenty of the kick, goes in the Rodder direction. He sets himself, he's got 2 to beat Rodder. Who's at ground level? The big fella there in Loader, who tumbles the kick towards half-back. How will it sit for Gardner? Not bad. Left foot kick, wrong-footed Collie, but clean bowled Wilson. Chance here for Joel Cadman. Kick across the body. Has he got it? Minor score. Scores level here at Darley Park. 9-8-62 apiece. Time on, third term. Carey marks the exit kick. Kicks the ball towards half-back. Leonard didn't have to break stride. I speak of Brock. Left foot kick. Beyond the attacking, or beyond centre wing. Kick was poor in the end. Duncan Cadman dropped what he should have taken. Fletcher Loader did the sharking. Devils have got numbers. How will it sit? Brodie Ward needs to be clean, and he was. He got it to Lant, who went by hand to Baker. Baker firing hand pass back to Lant, who kept running through the middle of the ground. The old-fashioned torpedo to a one-on-one. Rodder nearly took a one-hander. How's his work at ground level? He nearly got a push, but the umpire let it go. Hobbs tackle, take it to the ground. Spiteri, soccer out of nowhere. It's cut off there by McCallum. Told to play on by the umpire. Ball comes towards the attacking 50 here for the Devils. Gardner's pressure was terrific. Can he keep it in? He can't. Out of bounds. 49 metres around from the Darley goal. Scores level here, 9-8 apiece. We've been playing 24 and a half minutes in this third term. Ripper game of footy. Stick with us on Apple 98.5 FM and through the vision of the clutch app. Tap one by McCallum, who got it to Bromley Lynch, and he was tackled, taken to the ground by Bishop, and there'll be a ball up some 45 metres out from the Darley goal. Of course, no Brett Bewley after half-time. There's the tap. Chance here for Fuller through traffic. Just fires the hand pass out. How will it sit for Lant? He can get onto his favourite left. Goes for the outside of the boot. What a finish! Something out of nothing for the Devils, and they're back in front here at Darley Park. Yep, well, the supporter base has improved here at Darley Park. They're going crazy. Knick-knack, paddywhack. 10-8-68, Darley lead North Ballarat 9-8-62. Dylan Lant, what an important player he is for the Devils. They were 6-1 coming into this game with Lant in the side. Just to highlight his importance and further enhance that level of importance and expectation in the absence of Bewley. So we're back in the middle of the ground here. Tap one by McCallum, was meant for Polkinghorne. Couldn't gather. Who can keep their feet? Spears is over the footy. Geez, a goer. Land over the footy as well. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up. Attacking side of the middle of the ground. We've been playing 26 minutes in this third term. Darley lead by 6 points. Much needed goal. It took Darley best part of 25 minutes in this third term to kick their first goal of the quarter. Polkinghorns kept running. Could have been held without it. The umpire agreed. Has to come back. So it'll be Polkinghorn, who's had plenty of the ball today for North Ballarat. Has Spears short. He elects not to go there. Will go in the direction of Chatfield. The fly! Ball gets knocked away from players. Umpires picked out a free kick here. It's going to go to Darley. So it was difficult from here to pinpoint that free kick, but the umpires paid a push, and it'll be Angwin with ball in hand. Will go short, and the kick's okay to Bailey Young. Certainly covers some territory. Obviously the beneficiary of a pre-season with the Footscray VFL. His fitness having an influence as Matthew Brett sends the ball to member side centre wing as the siren sounds for three-quarter time here. It's Darley 10-8-68 who lead North Ballarat 9-8-62. North Ballarat led at quarter time by 1 point, then trailed by 19 at the half. And Darley cling to a 6-point advantage at the final change in the last game of the home and away season. It's Darley 10-8-68 who lead North Ballarat 9-8-62. The goal scorers for the leaders, Dylan Lant, Jack Bewley and Blake Colley have 2 each. 1 to Luther Baker, Joel Cadman, Trey Van Leith and Shane Page. Whilst for North Ballarat, Jamie Quick has 4. 2 to Riley Polkinghorn and 1 each to Jack Riding and Isaac Carey. We've got a game on here at Darley Park. A break and back with the final quarter action in around 5 minutes' time.
That quarter was proudly sponsored by Anytime Fitness, 72 Bennett Street, Bacchus Marsh. Mention BFL Game Day on Apple 98.5 FM to receive 50% off your joining fee, plus a free towel and water bottle.
This broadcast of BFL Game Day is proudly sponsored by Western Screens, Blinds and Awnings, 35A Griffith Street, Bacchus Marsh. Phone 5370-1478.
Jeff Jones Plants and Produce for all your fresh fruit and veggies. All summer produce available. Stone fruit, mangoes, apricots, nectarines, plums and of course the magnificent strawberries and cherries. All year round they have seedlings, potting mix and manure. Come and meet their friendly staff and savour the fresh fruit and vegetables. Jeff Jones Plants and Produce, 388 the Avenue of Honour in Bacchus Marsh, a proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Are you wondering? Facebook is that American book online. Pocketbook is that Australian book online, and it's also printed. See pocketbooks.com.au or Google PBEZY. That's PB Easy. Or just read your delivered printed pocketbook. That's Pocketbooks, your local hub. Phone and street directory and tourist guide. Pocketbook, your local phone and street directory. Proud sponsors of Apple 98.5 FM.
Have you got a smashed windscreen or stone chip you need to replace or repair? Call us at the Windscreen Man and we can have you safely back on the road in no time. We specialise in front, rear and side glass on all types of cars, vans, utes, trucks and machinery. Call us now on 0414633343. The Windscreen Man, proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Hey all, it's Sticks, throwing out a call to all you members of the Metal Militia out there to come and join me in raising some hell with the new Metal for the Masses heavy metal show. A solid 2 hours of hardcore insanity to bang those heads and raise those devil horns. every Thursday night from 8 till 10 p.m. right here on Apple 98.5 FM.
Greedy Grub, 2 Albert Street, Darley. Phone 53672888. Are you out on the road feeling like something to eat? Greedy Grub is here to satisfy your hunger. We are open from 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. Greedy Grub, a proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM Community Radio.
Western Region Waste and Recycling Centre, your one-stop waste and recycling spot. Open weekdays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. and weekends 9 till 3. Located at 8 Rosalie Station Road, Mattingly, they are fully undercover and have competitive prices, and green waste half price. Each month they give away $1,000 to one lucky customer. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Stockdale and Lego means real estate because your success is our business. Take a look at our station sponsor website, www.stockdaleandlego.com/Bacchus-Marsh, and like our Facebook page to keep up to date with new listings, open for inspections and rental availabilities. Stockdale and Lego, we are here for you. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Studies show smiling is directly linked to confidence. A healthy and beautiful smile boosts self-esteem and allows us to live with confidence. Bacchus-Marsh Dental House. We will make you smile with our comprehensive care and a range of finance options that fits your lifestyle. We offer a variety of services including dental implants, orthodontic, Invisalign and children's dentistry.
52 Gisborne Road, phone 53152 777. Sponsors of this station.
Greedy Grub, 2 Albert Street, Darley. Phone 53672888. Are you out on the road feeling like something to eat? Greedy Grub is here to satisfy your hunger. We are open from 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. Greedy Grub, a proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM Community Radio.
Are you wondering? Facebook is that American book online. Pocketbook is that Australian book online, and it's also printed. See pocketbooks.com.au or Google PBEZY. That's PB Easy. Or just read your delivered printed pocketbook. That's Pocketbooks, your local hub. Phone and street directory and tourist guide. Pocketbook, your local phone and street directory. Proud sponsors of Apple 98.5 FM.
Back in Motion, Bacchus-Marsh has been providing physiotherapy, massage, clinical exercise and rehab to the local community for over 7 years. Their goal is to help you achieve optimal, lifelong physical health, helping you achieve lasting results. Call 53674130 to book your free initial assessment with one of their qualified physios. Back in Motion at 3 Clifton Drive, Bacchus-Marsh are proud sponsors of Apple 98.5 FM.
Rusdale Proprietary Limited. Phone 0419 568 635. Just bought your home site, the man to phone for quick and prompt service, Graham Gillespie at Rusdale. 0419 568 635. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Welcome back to Darley Park ahead of the final quarter action here in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. It's Darley 10-8-68, who lead North Ballarat 9-8-62. 6-point ball game. Well, Sebastopol have come back against Ballarat. Ballarat 58 leads Sebastopol 54. So still a battle on for second place if Sebas can get it done. So Ballarat lead by 4 points on Sebas. And the Devils lead here by 6. So Darley will kick to the golf club end of this final term. We're just 30 minutes away from sealing the fate of these two sides. And they're on target for their average points per game, 83. So let's get it underway. There's the ball up, tap one by McCallum. Now Baker needs to be important here. Quick hands, got it towards Bailey Young. Right foot kick out towards half forward. Cadman the target, got it, took a mark on the chest in front of Nash. So it's Joel Cadman with ball in hand. Right foot kick, wastes no time, right of the target. He sets himself, he couldn't quite take a hanger. Ball at ground level here. Opportunity here through traffic. Right foot kick was It was smothered there by Fuller. And the exit here from North Ballarat, they've done it well, but that hand pass was risky. Put McCartan under the pump, dropped it like a hot spud. The umpire let it go, called play on. Ball spills free as the party applies the tackle, takes his opponent to ground. There'll be a ball up 50 metres out from the Darley goal. North Ballarat kicked 3-3 in that third turn to the Devils 1-2 to arrest the 19-point lead to minimise it to 6 at the final. Tap one by McCallum, went to the voice, Baker through traffic. What a finish this should be. Kicks on its way. Got it. Baker gets the first goal in the final quarter. He gets his second. And the midfielder standing up in the absence of Brett Bewley in this second half. And you'd think Darley's fortunes will depend on the offensive contributions of Lant and Baker in this final term. So Baker gets his second of the day to join Dylan Lant, Jack Bewley and Blake Colley with 2 goals apiece for the Devils, who lead by 12. They're 11-8-74. They lead at North Ballarat 9-8-62. What a game we've got here. Overcast skies overhead. Ball up. McCallum won that tap, went to the voice of Polkinghorn, didn't get a favourable one. Oh, Lant tackled, gave the hand pass to Baker. He was pinged off half forward there by Riding. Read it well. And Riding with ball in hand. Weighs up the options. Onto that left boot. Entry. Kick quick the target. Brett did well to keep Chatfield out of the contest. Somehow it ended up into the hands of Chatfield, who fired the hand pass out to Fletcher Loader. Ball at ground level. Toos got it towards Perks, who had to go by hand. Here's an opportunity here for McCartan. Shoveled the hand pass over towards Riding. Missed the target. Toos was very clean below the knees. Gathered, taken to the ground by Brett. Umpires letting it go here. Whistle imminent, you'd think there'd be a stoppage called. And there'd be a ball up 45 metres out from the North Ballarat goal. We've got a game on here. 10-8, 11-8 Darley, 9-8 North Ballarat. 2 goals. Darley kicking to the golf club and tap one by McCallum. Traffic was through Riding. Couldn't hang on to the footy. Ball fell into the hands of Brett. Got it to Lander. Got it to Azzopardi. Lander wanted to get onto his left, so he gave it back to Azzopardi. Needs to be quick here. Conceded to Lander. Now he can get onto his left. And back onto the right and just throws the ball forward. And Colley comes out, presents, and takes a mark on the chest. So an opportunistic finish there from Lant, who got it to Colley, who went forward. Juggling attempt at the mark was not paid there in the end. And an opportunity here for Nash. He got it to McCartan. Searching hand pass was meant for Arts. He got a favourable bounce and then threw it onto the boot and just snuck it inside the boundary line. One bounce over the line for a throw-in. Outer side centre wing. Game on. Darley 11-8, lead North Ballarat 9-8. Darley can win today. They'll likely finish 4th for a meeting with East Point next week, but a loss will see them face the loser of Sebastopol and Ballarat. Tap one by McCallum, only as far as Van Leith, who gave it to Azzopardi, tumbling right foot. Tick Fuller came out, nearly took a mark, but knocked it forward in the direction of Cadman. They got numbers here, North Ballarat. Good defensive pressure from the Devils to square it away. And there'll be a ball up on half forward outer side of the ground for Darley. Final quarter action here. Vision via the clutch app, the audio via Apple 98.5 FM. 12-point lead to the Devils. Ball on half forward, gathered by Leonard, who got it to McCartan, who's starting to get a bit of it, who went by hand to Carey, penetrating kick to half forward, waiting at the back. Oh, Chatfield wanted the mark, and then he was tackled, taken to the ground by Matthew Brett. And the umpire will blow the whistle and affect the ball up. So, desperation stakes for both sides. Early stages, final term. Tick over 4 minutes gone. Been a terrific game of football. Darley 11-8, lead North Ballarat 9-8. There's the ball up, tap one by McCartan. Fell into the hands of Riding. He was tackled by Van Leith. Managed to get the hand pass. Was meant for Polkinghorn. Coming off half back there was Young before he was tackled. Taken to the ground, and there'll be a repeat stoppage. 49 metres out from the North Ballarat goal. Still anybody's game. Next goal all important. Tap one by McCartan. Meant for Polkinghorn. Baker was clean. Just threw it onto the right boot. Foot race on in earnest here. Set up okay for Jack Bewley, who broke the would-be tackler there in Jenkins. Right foot kick. 2-on-1 here. Oh, there's a nice mark taken in by the youngster there in Fuller. Umpire didn't pay it. Called play on. Ball at ground level. Whistle imminent. You'd think there'll be a stoppage here on half forward. And a reset. Players and I can take a breath. 12-point lead to Darley. 6 minutes gone. Final term. There's the ball up. McCartan didn't win that one, strangely. Rugby scrum of sorts, ushered forward by Azzopardi. He was bailed up, and there'll be a ball up. 40 metres out from the Darley goal. So it'll be McCallum and Fulham. Strength wins and size. McCallum, ball at ground level though. Through traffic, goes Baker. Before he's bailed up, and there's a repeat stoppage. On half forward here. So Fuller, the youngster, against the beast in McCallum as they negotiate. Through, that's nearly holding the ball. And he's pinged him, the umpire. And it's a free kick to the youngster there in Fuller. And he'll send the Devils into attack. Plays on by hand to Land, who ran to half forward, threw the ball on the boot, got plenty of purchase. It's coming back, but it's off to the left and through for a minor score. So no opportunity there for Rodder. Too much on the kick for Land, who had every intents and purposes of registering his third major of the afternoon. Came up short. So the exit kick was okay. And they're away here, North Ballarat. Right foot kick to member side, centre wing. Quick sets himself, couldn't take the mark. Matthew Brett read it beautifully and took another intercept mark. Had Baker in the middle. Hoggynhorn didn't go with him, but ignores that option now. Well, that kick sort of went off the side of the boot, really, but let's sit okay for Jack Bewley. He needs some help here from Cadman, kicking in danger. Yeah, every day of the week. And it'll be Duncan Cadman who's trying to get the ball back from Loader. Want to be careful here, Loader. So, Duncan Cadman with ball in hand, out of side centre wing. We'll weigh up the options. He'll go in the direction of Jack Bewley. Good use of the body, but excellent ball there from Carey to the safety of the boundary line, and there'll be a throw-in on half forward, out of side of the ground for the Devils. They kick the only goal of this final term. They lead by 13 points, 75 plays 62. There's the throw-in. Tap one by Tanner, only as far as Leonard, who was dispossessed. Van Lee spent it before he got it. Landcrather just hacked it onto the boots, but Terry couldn't take the mark. Chance here for the Devils through Fuller, trying to get onto that left boot. Can he get rid of it? He can. He got it to Cadman, lowered the eyes. It's a mark. And the Devils will go back and have a shot on goal through as a party. And he'll kick from about 30 metres out. Was averaging a goal a game for the first two-thirds of the season. And playing off a wing and forward. Let's see how we can finish. This is an important kick for the in the context of the match. So as a party, walks away from us here. Will set sail for the judge. Leans back on the kick, across the face. Slim himself down, through for a minor score. So a let-off for North Ballarat. Darley 11-10-76, lead North Ballarat 9-8-62. Melton 107, lead Lake Windaree 15. Redan 88, lead Melton South 49. Ball comes back into play, the kick in, often good from Nash, this one no exception. So they're a mile away from us. Right foot kick from Hobbs, gets plenty of it to the member side centre wing. Players set themselves, Loverson couldn't take the mark, it was sharked well. And right foot kick gets to half forward. Chatfield goes the spoil. Got plenty of purchase on it. Found the boundary line. There'll be a throw in on centre wing members' side. So there'll be a boundary throw in. Centre wing members' side of the ground here. Darley lead by 14 points. So there'll be a throw in right in front of the Darley faithful. Loverson just pushed Tanner out of the contest. Van Leaf gathered, threw the ball over his shoulder. Second effort was okay as Riding went to ground. Joel Cadman's pressure, so too Van Leaf was excellent to square it away, and there'll be a ball up. Centre wing members' side.
They're on the table.
So a bit of a stalemate of sorts here in the last few minutes. All important next goal. There's the ball up. Ball at ground level. Neither side can find their way out of the congestion. So 9.5 minutes gone in this final term. Darley lead by 14. There's the ball up. Tap one by Loverson. Just hacked out of the congestion by Riding. Got it to half forward. Brodie Ward went by hand. Coughed it up to Carey. Who got it to Polkinghorn. To Riding on 50. Took on the would-be tackler. Went to ground. Umpires picked out a free kick here. It's going to come back and it's going to go against Young. And it's going to go to Riding. So just some unnecessary contact as he wheels and goes from 50, goes to the top of the square. There's a wrestle on. Cousins got a hand on it, and it came off his hand through for a rush behind. So North Ballarat pressing. They're 9-9-63. They trail Darley 11-10-76. We've been playing 10.5 minutes in this final term. So Matthew Brett will weigh up the options. Gets plenty of the kit beyond half back. Players set themselves. Going the punch there was Fuller, presented well, the youngster. Chance here for Gardner at ground level. That's a good second effort tackle as the ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw-in. Right in front of the Darley faithful. Attacking side of centre wing, members side for North Ballarat. There'll be a boundary throw-in. So it'll be Loverson and Tanner. Umpires picked out a free kick here. No. It's going to go against the boundary umpire. Bring it back. Throw it in against some. You want to be getting the boundary throw-ins right in front of that lot over there, I tell you. There's the throw-in. Neither ruckman could gain any ascendancy there. Fletcher Loader, quick hands to Polkinghorn, who went looking there towards Spears. Ball at ground level. The pressure from Loverson was good to square away another stoppage. So it'll be a ball up. Members side, attacking side of centre wing for North Ballarat, who trailed by 13 points midway through this final term. Been playing 11.5 minutes. There's the ball up. Tap one by Loverson. He went over his head. Van Leith been okay today. Fired out the hand pass. Missed the target. Good use of the body there was done well there by Baker. Ball gets shoveled out to Cousins. He's under the pump. Tackle taken to the ground. Oh my goodness. He's pinged him for holding the ball. I'm not sure he had a great deal of pride there, Cousins, but Polkinghorn, he's been good. He's had plenty of it today. So Polkinghorn with ball in hand from 50. Squaring kick. Goes in the direction of Chatfield at the back. Can take the mark. Quick the shark. Cross the body. Got it. Quick's got 5. North Ballarat closed to within 7. You've only got to give those North Ballarat forwards a sniff, and they more often than not get it done. And Jamie Quick gets his 5th of the afternoon. They're 10-9-69 North Ballarat. They trail Darley 11-10-76. 12.5 minutes gone, final term. As we all hope for, this game going down to the wire. So the Devils having to get it done without Brett Bewley in the second half. Have their noses in front, albeit by 7 points. There's the ball up. We'll give that tap to Tanner. Went only as far as Polkinghorn, who did a little sand wedge to half forward, looking towards Wood. Gathered cleanly. Quick hands to Arts. Got around one tackle and then sent it forward. Lahoure on a second attempt. Good ball there from Riding. Umpire called play on Van Leith. Got it towards Tanner. There's a high up and under kick. Oh, Bishop's the smallest man on the ground. Did well to deny the mark of Wilson. Players are piled up. Second effort was good from Bishop to square away the stoppage. And there'll be a ball up attacking side of the middle of the ground for North Ballarat. Darley 76, North Ballarat 69. Ball up. Tanner couldn't quite win that tap, but Lant was at ground level, who fired the hand pass out towards Jack Bewley. Gathering the football there was Riley Polkinghorn, bailed up, and there'll be a ball up on half forward out of side of the ground. Terrific game of football. Plenty more to play out here. Near 14 minutes gone. Tap one by Loverson. Spears took on Tanner. Oh, umpire's paid out a free kick. He's ducked straight into that. So Spears wastes no time. Sends the ball forward. Chatfield's got his... that's a terrific mark there from Matty Brett. He's in a perfect position there, Chatfield. And that was some experience there from Matthew Brett. So he goes short. The kick's okay to Joel Cadman, who's been good today. So he goes with the right foot towards Young. Want to be good. Oh! Umpire calls play on. Rebound inside 50 for North Ballarat. McCallum takes the mark. Super courage shown there by Young. He just had to wait under that ball. Nash just goes and checks on him as McCallum sets out at the top of the goal square. Quick and Chatfield. Ball at ground level. How will it sit? Cadman goes the soccer out of nowhere, but it's going to be cut off. And the mark's taken by Loverson, who has an opportunity with this shot on goal to get it back to within a point. Darley 76, lead North Ballarat 69. Been playing near 15 minutes final term here. So Loverson with ball in hand, set sail for the judge. It looks pretty good off the boot. I think he's got it. He has. North Ballarat within a point here at Darley Park. 76 plays 75. Going down to the wire here as Loverson gets his first of the afternoon. Jamie Quick been the major influence on the scoreboard today. He has 5. Riley Polkinghorn 2, 1 each to Loverson, Carey and Riding. Whilst for the Devils, 4 of them have 2 goals. Speak of Dylan Lant, Luther Baker, Jack Bewley and Blake Colley. Game on. 1 point lead to the Devils. We've been playing 15 and a half minutes final term. Back in the middle of the ground here. McCallum won that tap, went looking for Spears to sweep without it. Cadman being good, threw it on the boot. I speak of Joel, set the ball forward. Gardner couldn't quite hang on to the mark. Nash was clean, went by hand to Hobbs, who just dribbled the kick only as far as Page. How will it sit for him? It's okay, so he goes across the body into attack. Rod has a chance, though too. Collie neither could impact. Chance here at ground level for Bishop, across the body, got it! That's the response the Devils were after. They get their 12th of the afternoon. They're 12-10-82, North Ballarat 11-9-75. What a game of football we've got on our hands here in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. And, of course, the Vision coming to you live via the Clutch app. So, Bishop has had a couple of handy defensive moments today. And some reward there for his persistence. And an all-important finish there midway through this final term. Back in the middle of the ground here. Tap one by McCallum. Fell into the hands of Lant, who tried to break the tackle of Polkinghorn. Oh, he's been pinged for holding the ball. Wow, that's a tough call. So Polkinghorn with ball in hand in the middle of the ground here. Waste no time through the middle. Goes out wide the direction of Chatfield. Lahoure's in front. Chatfield's got it. Yeah, you can't keep a good man down for too long. Chatfield, terrific overhead and a very dangerous player. Clutch player. So North Ballarat 75, Trail Darley 82. An opportunity here for Chatfield with every intention on having a shot on goal here. Tick over 17 minutes gone, final term. So Chatfield, who's kicked a couple of behinds today, has an opportunity for a shot on goal. None more important than this one. How's the accuracy? Because he's got the length. Did they touch it? No, it's a goal to Chatfield. And it's back to a 1 point ball game here at Darley Park. 12-9-81 North Ballarat, Trail Darley 12-10-82. We've been playing near 18 minutes in this final term, and Chatfield gets his first of the afternoon. 82-81. Wow, what a game of footy. Just sets the scene for an awesome final series ahead of us over the next month. Back in the middle of the ground here. Can the Devils respond? There's the ball up. Tap one by, we'll give it a Tanner. Lant, hurried kick, smothered, didn't go very far at all. Chance here for Leonard, he was dispossessed, has a chance for a second effort, penalised for a throw in the end. And Baker plays on, gets it to Lant, who'll take on Polkinghorn. Want to be good here and breaks away. On the right boot now, just sits it up. Deep forward, opportunity. Fuller could have been held without it. The umpire called. Oh, it's a free kick against Fuller. Okay, so on the last line of defence, it might be Hobbs with ball in hand. Or Loader. We'll go with Loader. Kick to half back at the back. Well judged there by McCartan. Drew the man. Hand pass over the top was okay to Polkinghorn. Right foot kick along the line. Quick to target. Umpire called play on. Chance here for Brett. Just threw it out in the end. Chance here for Duncan Cadman. Knocked off the footy well by Toos. Ball at ground level. Hot footy on in earnest here. Wrestled away by Chatfield. He was dispossessed. Chance for Leonard. He kept his feet. Did well. Fired the hand pass. No, couldn't do it. And he's pinged for a throw. And it'll be Cousins, who looks like he's cramping up a bit there, the youngster. 1 point ball game here. Darley 82, North Ballarat 81. So high up and under kick. Right of the target, sets himself, couldn't take the mark, has the ball knocked away from him. Page got ball to boot. High up and under. They'll pay the mark, the umpire. Ball spills free. They got numbers here, North Ballarat through Polkinghorn. He got it to McCartan. Drew the man. Hand pass, got it to Toos, who took on the would-be tackler there in Brett. Forced to go by hand to Lahoure. Tackle taken to the ground. On the umpire's pinged for holding the ball. So a free kick against Lahoure will go to Loberson, who plays on. By hand to Chatfield, he's gone! Well, Spiteri, he ran into a solid body there in Chatfield, and he seems to have come off a little bit worse for wear. But a crucial tackle there from Spiteri. So he'll weigh up the options. Darley lead by 1 point. 82 plays 81. 20 and a half minutes gone. He goes short and the kick's okay. It's well fielded by Zalure, who put 1-0 down, a bit like cricket. Oh, Matty Brett needs to be strong here, he was. So he's on the outer side, true centre wing position. Matty Brett with ball in hand. Bishop presents, he ignores that. And where's he going? He's going across to Young. Penetrating kick. And a good one at that. Young want to be quick here. Riding's under his pump. Right foot kick was okay. And Joel Cadman took a mark. Attacking side of centre wing for the Devils members' side. Presenting there was Azzopardi. He's got Young short. He's got Duncan Cadman in the middle. Spotted him. Hit the target on half forward. Switches play back to the outer side to Lahure. Got around one. Now how will he finish? The defender. Shot on goal. Got it. Lahure. Hip, hip, hooray. He gets his first. And Darley hang on by the barest of margins here at Darley Park. They're at 13-10-88. They lead North Ballarat 12-9-81. 7-point ball game. 21 and a half minutes gone, final term. Tell you, some of these guys that are kicking goals for the Devils, they haven't had much ink next to their name in the footy record this year, so it's really taken an even distribution across the 22. Back in the middle of the ground. Tap one by Tanner, only as far as McCartney was barred up. Ball spills free. Land tries to break the tackle. In Loader. The umpire says, I'll have it, and there'll be a ball up. Near 22 minutes gone, final term. Ball up, tap one by McCallum, gained about 8 or 9 metres through his side, going to ground. There was Page. Umpires picked out a free kick here. It's going to be a trip. That's going to go against Page. So Riding just tripped over Page when he went to ground, but the umpire has paid the trip. So he measures the kick low, and Matty Brett, intercept mark. Saves the day. Got Page wide, and he'll go to him, but Toos is the pursuant, but couldn't influence. So Page goes along the line. Young needs to be strong here. Van Leith was clever to knock it to the advantage of Young, who broke the tackle of Polking on and went by hand to Collie. Needs to be quick here. High up and underhand pass, put Van Leith under the pump. Managed to just get rid of the football in time. Wilson to do the mopping up. Went searching by hand towards Nash. Tackle was good from Young. Carey bailed up by Collie. Take it to the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up. Outer side of the ground. Half forward for Darley. They lead by 7 points. 13-10-88 leads North Ballarat 12-9-81. We've been playing 23 minutes final term. There's the ball up. Ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw in. Stick with us on Apple 98.5 FM via the vision of the clutch app here this afternoon. There's the throw in on half forward. Tanner won that tap. Ball at ground level. Chance for Leonard through traffic. Dispossessed. Baker over the footy. Umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. On half forward. Outer side of the ground for Darley. They led by 1 goal at three-quarter time. They now lead by 7 deep in this final term. There's the ball up. Tap one by McCallum. Baker went to the voice of Page. Cross the body. Page goes inside 50. Players set themselves. No mark taken. Chance here for Spiteri. Kick across the body. Gets to the teeth of goal. Save the day mark on the last line. Taken there by Hobbs. He plays on. And they'll get out of trouble here, North Ballarat. Right foot kick beyond half back. Mark, cut-off mark taken there by Jack Bewley. Been good this afternoon. Goes short, chips it over. Want to be good. Poor kick in the end. Ball comes off the hands and over the line for a boundary throw-in. 40 metres around from the Darley goal. Darley 88 lead North Ballarat 81. 24 and a half minutes gone. Both sides average 83 points a game. The numbers have lived up to their telling today. Tap one by McCallum. Ball at ground level. Ushered forward towards half-back. Chance here for, neither side really, because players are in from everywhere. Bees to a honeypot. There'll be a ball up on half-forward. Members' side of the ground for Darley. Near 25 minutes gone. Final term. Darley lead by 7 points. Ball up. Players set themselves. McCallum with another tap. Azzopardi did the sharking, just threw the ball onto the boot, goes in the direction of Bishop. But the mark's been taken there by Wilson. Who just outpointed him, protected the ball drop and took a nice mark in the end. So he can get some penetration to Carey. They would have been out there, North Ballarat, but they go along the line and out of bounds on the full. So Carey every right to be disappointed. He had a paddock on this outer side of the ground, but Wilson didn't see him. And Lant with a bit of a Ben Brown run up here. He's about 65 metres out from goal. This will take his best 2 kicks from here. So anyway, gets plenty on the kick. Rodder goes for the position. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Excellent defensive pressure there from the Devils. But they're up to the task, North Ballarat. Polkinghorn's exit kick went only as far as Young. At ground level, Van Leith was good. Couldn't gather. Carey was better. Got it towards Perks. He was tackled. Intercepted by Lahure. Umpires pinged him. That was a free kick against North Ballarat for a throw. I'm not sure how that happened. But it'll be Lahure with ball in hand now. How long to go, Vicky? 4.5 minutes remain in this final term here. Still plenty of time. So Lahure from half forward. Squaring kick. Rodder presents. Got it! Rodder's taken a timely mark. In front of goal for the Devils. 25 metres out directly in front. They lead by 7 points, Darley. 88 plays 81. Kick to come. 4 minutes to go, final term. Redan 103 have defeated Melton South 57. But this Rodder kick is all the more important to extend on a 7-point lead. Goalless today, Rodder. So they've done well to restrict the leagues leading forward. So Rodder makes no mistake. Rodder gets his first, and none more important than that one. Now Darley with an all-important finish there. They are now 14-10-94. They lead North Ballarat 12-9-81. So we've got about 4 minutes left in this final term. Darley lead by 13 points. Been a fair effort from the Young Devils, minus Brett Bewley. But North Ballarat have come to play. Their pressure around the footy is always their trademark, really. And they've brought it today, and Jamie Quicks led the way forward with a 5-goal haul. But it's the Devils who just seem to hang in when they need to. 4 minutes to go. So it'll be Tanner and McCallum in the ruck. Ball up. Tap won by Tanner. Running on it there was Baker. Couldn't gather. Tackle was good. Second effort okay. Umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. Surely there's a couple of tired bodies out there. Baker's got to be one of them, is he? Gets to his feet. So attacking side of the middle of the ground for the Devils. There's the ball up. Tap won by McCallum. Just drops at his feet. Baker went through. Couldn't gather. Van Leith just hurried the ball forward. Spiteri couldn't gather. Chance here for Bishop. Gathered. Did well. Threw the ball forward. Rodder couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. 50-50 ball. Rodder fires the hand pass out to Spiteri, who went by hand to Lant. He's got it. Lant's got goal number 3. And the Devils get their 15th, and they bring up the ton here at Darley Park. 15-10-100 Darley. Lead North Ballarat. 12-9-81. So they've had a pretty tough draw, North Ballarat. They've played every other top 6 side twice this year. They've got a 3 wins, 6 loss record coming in against top 6 sides. Of course, one of those wins was against Darley by 69 points at Mars Stadium back in round 11. But it's the Devils who lead by 19 points. We're back to the half-time margin. So for all of North Ballarat's pushing, the Devils have just held sway in the dying minutes here. Ball up, tap one by McCallum to Spears. Pressure was good from Tanner, but Spears got it to Loader, who hand passed the ball to McCallum and got a good fist on it, got it towards half back. Jack Bewley gathered, taken to the ground there by Arts. And the umpire says, I'll have it, he'll ball it up. Attacking side of the centre wing, members side of the ground for North Ballarat. How long have we got left, Vicky? 3 minutes remain. Ball up. Tap one by McCallum. As far as Van Leith, he's trying hard. The youngster was dispossessed. McCartan with strength. Tried to, might have been Chatfield on the end. Ball big up and under kick. Matthew Brett in front. Couldn't take the mark. He goes to ground. Riding with the tackle. The umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. 30 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. So Melton lead Lake Windaree by 100 points. So there'll be a ball up. McCullum was strong, grabbed it out of the ruck and had a pot shot. Missed everything out of bounds on the fall. It's going to be a check here from the umpires. Just going to ensure that he goes behind the mark. Well, quick look at the other scores. Sunbury 109, Bacchus Marsh 44. So a 10-goal win to Sunbury, a 100-point win to Melton, a 10-goal win to Redan. Left foot kick from Angwin. How about that for a fly from Chatfield? Couldn't bring it down. Ball at ground level. Gardner got a bit of the footing. Out in front of Spiteri. Can go by hand to Young. Obliges. Right foot kick. The old tumbling old-fashioned torp. Foot race on in earnest here. It's the youngster Fuller against the experience of Hobbs. The tackle was terrific. He goes to ground. The umpire lets it go just inside the boundary line, but Carey couldn't keep it in. Carries it over the line for a boundary throw-in. 25 metres around from the Darley goal. Boundary throw-in to take place here. Darley inside 50, outer side of the ground. They kick to the golf club end in this final term. They've kicked 5 goals in this final term. Spears through traffic, went by hand to no one in particular. Umpires picked out a free kick here. It's going to go against Darley. And it's going to go down the ground. So Spears has been in the wars today. It's the nature of the beach. Just Carey goes direct, looking towards Quick, couldn't take the mark. Chance here for Bewley through traffic. Want to be quick was terrific. Bailey Young's vision was good. Looping hand pass fair. Lahure needs to be quick. Now let's see. Umpires paid a push, and it's going to go to Lahure. Been very good today, Zane Lahure. Been very happy with his game today. But every bit to be a little bit sore, as the old former captain Shane Page has just shown a bit of wear and tear. A right foot kick from Lahure to centre wing. Waiting at the back there was Toos. Umpires picked out a free kick. It's going to go against North Ballarat. It's going to go to Joel Cadman for over the shoulder. So Joel Cadman with ball in hand now. Can get it over to land if he pleases, and he does. And that'll be the ball game. Dylan Lant on half forward. Goes short. Back to Joel Cadman. So Cadman's been very good today. 100 Darley lead North Ballarat 81. 32 minutes gone final term. Cadman with the right foot kick to half forward. Players set themselves. He's been good today down there, Hobbs. Plays on. Got it over towards Carey. Awkward looking kick found Polkinghorn. He's had plenty of it too. Right foot kick towards centre wing. Toos wheels and goes. Switches play. Goes in the Chatfield direction. Got it. Took a mark too far out. Played on, went back inboard to Carey, on tired legs, right foot kick inside 50's terrific, found Quick, couldn't take the mark, but the umpires paid the free kick, has he? Or the mark? Because he was away then, Quick, he would have had advantage if it was indeed a free kick, but bit of luck there for the Devils. The umpire opted to pay the mark and not the free kick because he was going to run in for goal number 6 there, Quick. So 19-point lead to Darley, 32 and a half minutes gone, final term here. So Jamie Quick, what a fantastic effort he's had forward of centre today. He's kicked 5. He's going for goal number 6. Top of a terrific game, albeit in a losing side. Leads back on the kick. Oh, he's just hit the Holy Ghost. He's hit the post, so just an unfortunate finish there for Jamie Quick. The margin now 18 points. Darley 15-10-100. North Ballarat 12-10-82. 34 minutes gone, final term. It's gone longer than an episode of Neighbours, this final term. Angwin, 5 seconds to go. Darley's going to win. Gardner the fly, couldn't take the mark. Siren sounds to end round 18 here of action at Darley Park, where the Devils have got it done. They led by 19 at the half, and it finished up 18 in front. 15-10-100 Darley have defeated North Ballarat 12-10-82. An 18-point win to the Devils. So let's just go through the goal scorers for the winners. Lant has finished with 3. Luther Baker 2, Jack Bewley 2, and 1 each to Shane Page, Trey Van Lee, Zane Lahure, Joel Cadman, Dylan Bishop, and of course Blake Colley chiming in with 2. Whilst for North Ballarat, Jamie Quick was terrific. He finished with 5. 2 to Riley Polkinghorn, and 1 each to Josh Chatfield, Jack Riding, Isaac Carey, and Isaac Loverson. So the Devils, they kicked 5 goals to North Ballarat's 3 in that final term to extend a 6-point advantage to 18 at the final siren. Terrific game of football here at Darley Park to conclude the home and away season, setting the scene for a mouth-watering final series ahead of us over the next month. So a big thank you to all of you that have tuned in via the Clutch app and the audio of Apple 98.